What's good, fans? This is El Tirador, Alex Rivera, also known as the Latin Shooter, and you're watching BJ and DG Talk Wrestling. Check it out. Fire!
Welcome back, everybody. BJ here. DG over there.
What's going on, everybody? I'm very excited for this show today. And then we have Pete the Wall down there in his suit.
Had to dress for the occasion, you know. My ulterior, you know, another alter ego is the Crumb Bum Trillionaire.
And then sometimes, as always, Chef the Ref.
How's it going, everybody? Got the Fago Cola cracked. Why don't you do me a favor, DG, BJ, and Pete? Why don't we...
Why don't we bring on our special guest?
Well, why don't we ring the bell first?
No, I think we should bring
our
special guest
ring the
first.
bell. Ring the bell so we can get it started, and then we bring on our special guest.
I do not recognize your authority in this situation, sir.
We need everybody in the ring before we ring the bell.
All right, fine.
You can't have no random run-ins. That's Sam Reaper's gimmick on this show.
Fair.
But yeah, so special guest, OG Backseat Boy, a man who's given us plenty of enjoyment in pro wrestling, the one, the only, Johnny Kashmere.
How's it going, everybody? Thanks for having
me. Hell yeah. Welcome to the cast, Johnny.
Thanks for having me, Pete. I like your stuff you've been putting out, man. I saw your video of Declan and Pat, and it actually made me laugh out loud a few times.
Yeah,
so
very well done.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. You know, I love what you guys are doing over there. Just like, just love being a fan.
Love being a mark.
My favorite one's the Rick Blade one that you did personally, but the Declan one was really good too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello to
my billboard balls just. I literally had to hold my stomach. I was laughing so hard.
Put that up, but we didn't address it. Hello, Tara in the chat. What is that?
Uh-oh.
Hi, Tara.
Shut up, Tara.
Well, thank you for the sound clip, Johnny. We appreciate it.
You'll have to say it. We have a clip for that.
Yeah, but now we have a new one.
I thought
Johnny's number 3.
Thought I got rid of that.
You know, he has to be like his brother, right? If
Robbie
one does
calling
it, the
out
other
individual
has to do
fans.
And during a show, just absolutely great.
It's the Illuminati way.
Let's
so
get
now how
to
about
it.
ringing that bell and getting us started now that everyone's in the ring?
Yes,
Didn't we already
thank
do
you.
that?
There it is.
Ring bell courtesy of the Pro Wrestling Star Academy.
Yep.
22 King Street in historic Mount Holly, New Jersey.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
So, Johnny, what brings you on today with us?
You know, doing the talk show circuit, going around. You know, I'm in high demand. You put out a graphic saying that you're available for podcasts, and you just wait for the phone to ring, and it's amazing. It actually does. But no, you guys have been my friends for years now, and you've been a part of this thing with us as we've been growing it. Whatever this thing is that we've been growing, this I don't even know how to explain it. This oddly shaped, energetic thing that we've been growing since the days of the Firehouse in Burlington, all the way up through Harrah's, and now all the way back to the Pro Wrestling Star Academy. So I think I'm just here to talk about it, explain it all. It's so much has happened so fast. I say it's like a snowball rolling down a mountain. It just gets so big so fast. Before you know it, you don't have your arms around it. So I think part of this interview today is just to sort of explain everything and get it all out there so people have the right perspective going into the events we have coming up.
Right.
Awesome.
Speaking of events coming up, we've got April 15th in Las Vegas at the Horseshoe with Hybrid Wrestling and PWU. We've got the collective kickoff going right there. Of course, you can get tickets to see it live and in person. If you can't be there in Vegas, Triller TV will have it. Johnny, how would you mind telling us how this all came about?
Sure. Yeah. When Pro Wrestling Unplugged originally started, it was in the early 2000s. myself, Trent Acid, we started Pro Wrestling Unplugged in Philadelphia, actually, and outside of Philadelphia. And one of our students was a guy named Mike Hamilton. Mike Hamilton ended up graduating and started running his own events. He runs events at Harrah's under Hybrid Pro Wrestling for years. And I don't know if you guys know it or not, but running a casino, I would say, aside from like an arena act, like where WWE runs, like the big arenas, aside from that, I would say a casino is one of the most demanding places to run events. You have to go in with a certain level of quality, and Mike's always had that. So when it came to our attention that there was a spot at the Collective, we're lucky that we are able to work together because we're kind of all our family,
Cool.
He was my wrestling student. Now, for me to call a grown man who has his own kids and is a successful businessman and human being, for me to call him my student doesn't feel right. He's my friend. He's a good friend, more like family. Kind of how Keith Legend is to me. They were in the same class. So Keith Legend and Mike Hamilton were in the same class. So now we have this event coming up at the Horseshoe in Las Vegas, an 11:59 p.m. bell time, which is like impossible to advertise, by the way, because I guess a minute after the show starts, it's now Thursday, April 16th. So technically we ran an event that spanned 2 calendar days.
If the show starts on time.
What are you trying to say?
Hey, in pro wrestling, in music, in a lot of different avenues, the show never starts on time.
So if the show starts 1 minute late, technically we missed the entire day. We missed the whole date on the calendar.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hey,
your advertisements
subject
are all
to
wrong.
change.
Hard subject to change, yeah, really. But
now, is that 11:59 local Vegas time? So that would be okay. So that's
3 in the morning,
9 East Coast.
Yeah,
now
so
you got to start doing math.
Yeah, so I'm probably not going to work the next day, so I could be home and watch it live.
I'm all about doing a watch along on the channel if you want.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that at 3 in the morning, though.
That's what I was going to say. If it was a normal time, we could have done it at the school. We could have people at the school watching, like closed circuit TV.
Yeah, that would be an awkward time to have people downtown.
Yeah, but we have a lot of big events, big matches coming up. The first thing we announced was Gangrel versus Matt Tremont.
Huge.
I mean, Matt Tremont's on fire right now.
Yeah,
Isn't it neat how that happens?
Last weekend. Yeah.
And he's an absolute legend in this business.
He is, and to see him just now getting treated the way he's treated, it's like, my God, why wasn't he treated like this years ago? But God bless him. I'm happy to have him. And Gangrel was in the original PW, so he's returning.
Yeah,
awesome.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Gangrel was on our events at the ECW Arena and at I believe it was the Sportsplex. He actually stayed with us for a whole week between the two events. So we actually, we got really lucky with getting to pick Gangrel's brain. He's such a veteran and like he's helped so many people that my guess is he probably doesn't even know how many people he's inspired and helped in the wrestling business.
Oh, for real? Because like when he came out with the vampire gimmick in WWE, like it took over. Because I remember watching at a young age, being like, "What is this? Who is this vampire?" And then the Brood, and I'm like, "Yeah." Like,
one of my favorite gimmicks of being presented, especially when the Brood forms and you see all him, Edge, and Christian all rising out the stage in the Ring of Fire. It was a very symbolic entrance.
It was, and it was different. The music was cool. The music still holds up to this day. Every time I hear it, I stop. I'm like, damn, that's cool music.
Yeah.
But so that's going to be a really neat match, Gangrel versus Matt Tremont. And they're two guys that I don't think I'm breaking the fourth wall too much when I say that they're each guys that never have bad matches. So to put them against each other, it's a guaranteed that it's going to be a really good match. So I'm really excited to see it.
Todd Rod in the chat.
Hell yeah, Todd Rod. We're hoping he'll be out there in Vegas as well. Our resident
Nice.
Yeah, we're hoping. We are hoping. But yes, so Tremont Gangrel, that's the first one we announced. So we're really excited about that when we put tickets on sale.
Makes sense. You've got a vampire versus a guy who bleeds a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds delicious, right?
Mm.
But yeah, so we sold out of the front row. We had to we actually kind of reconfigured a little bit and opened up another blocker front row. And there's a few left now. I think we still have, I want to say 5 left. There might be 5 front row left right now. So check that out. Yeah, grab those now, because once they're gone, that's it. There's no way unless you're sitting on someone. Yeah, unless you're sitting on a lap, you're not in the front row after these.
I mean, whose lap we talking?
Don't be gross.
Mine.
Matt Tremont.
I don't even know if that's PG.
So yeah,
Pete, let's go halves on a seat.
Yeah, right. Bro, I would hop on a plane in an instant if I had the shekels right now, but this crumb bum trillionaire is bankrupt.
shekels. If you had the shekels, sounds more like a disease you got in the bathroom of the plane.
All your money's invested.
So anyway,
so now with the Vegas match, man, like how did everything come about for you in your, one-on-one?
Oh well,
Feral Face.
You weren't at that show.
This is going to be
the last time.
It's going to be a death match that's going to have a theme to it. I guess you could call it a Batman theme, but it's not just a Batman theme. If you look closely, it's NIGHT, which is a book by St. John of the Cross, Dark Knight of the Soul.
Oh, you know what?
Something that I actually just went through, Dark Knight of the Soul. And I think that, you know how they say you should always exit through the same door that you entered when you go to a place, especially parties. If you go back and you pay attention to my career over the last couple of years, Unf and Necessary, a year and a half ago, me versus Face, is really where my life took a turn for the worse.
I have pics from that match. I'm trying to find them right now to pull up. I don't remember what folder I put them in.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll just say that here I am a year and a half later, right back at the precipice of the exact same door that I was. And it's my way back. I realize that. The way that I heal myself is by going into this death match. And, Feral Face is about to wrestle Kid Legend, my student,
right,
in a casket match. And that is the 21st of this month of February.
Let's go, Kid.
PWUnplugged.com has tickets. Now, that's a symbolic death. Okay, when you put a guy in a casket and close the casket, that person isn't dead, obviously.
Right.
It's a symbolic thing. But after the casket match, all symbolism stops because the season of death's already begun. And what I have in store for Feral Face in Las Vegas is it's going to make Unf and Necessary seem like a walk in the park. When I say that it's a match too extreme for New Jersey, I mean that. Now, I know that's a pretty low bar because New Jersey doesn't allow anything these days.
Right.
But I want you to understand that this is going to be an inspired death match, if you will, because when trauma becomes drama, that's as real as it gets. And that's what we're going to see. We're going to see some realism because me and Feral Face, we go way back. He's been a thorn in my side forever. He's one of the toughest guys in the world, and stone sharpens stone, guys.
Yes.
And I already know what he's made of. He did snow angels in the ring while laying on thumbtacks.
Yes, he did.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Did he really?
That happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
We were front row.
We were.
Right.
That's insane.
Right. So this is the guy. So as they say, I already have my hospital bed reserved in the ER for that night.
At least it's in Vegas.
At least it's in Vegas. That is true.
I didn't think they did that anymore.
What, the reservations for hospital rooms for ER? Yeah, not since Arn Anderson, I don't think. But fans, when you look at the lineup, the only thing that wasn't on there was a death match. Well, now it's on there.
Mm-hmm.
So
There it is.
It's something for everybody.
Todd Rudd wants chainsaws in this match.
Easy, Todd Rod.
Whoa.
That might be a little extreme even for Vegas.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. As we get closer, we'll announce more and start.
And this
It'll
card's
take shape.
already, this card's already looking great. You have the current PWU Silver Skywalker champion Pat Dynamite taking on Jack Evans.
And Jack Evans, a PWU original. He won the original Crazy Eight.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got
Jack goes way back.
Past and present colliding there.
Jack was with me and Trent the day we signed the pro wrestling school for PWU back then, the Animal House. He actually went with us to sign the documents for the building.
Wow.
Yeah, so having Jack back really means a lot. And Pat Dynamite, I mean, talk about a column, a pillar. I hate using the word pillar, but like a column in the foundation of PWU and of SPO wrestling. I mean, let's be honest. Is there anyone that has more weight on his shoulders than Pat Dynamite as far as like carrying the crowd and carrying the weight of the locker room on his back? And he's done it for years. God bless him. He's been part of our company.
Done a great job at it too.
Yeah, and at PWU Mad Love, well before his match with Jack Evans, he's facing Declan Grant in a ladder match defending his championship at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy, which he's also a trainer at. So he doesn't take a break. He is constantly working to elevate not just himself, but those around him. And I've seen it firsthand.
Yep. And I don't know if people put two and two together, but that means Mad Love on the 21st of February has a ladder match and a casket match. Yep. And that's because the casket match wasn't able to happen in January at Sub-Zero with the freezing temperatures and snow, etc. So I just want anyone out there, like I imagine like Jim Cornette on his podcast, if he were to hear about it, would say, "Oh, these guys are idiots. Why do you do that's a hat on a hat to do it, but we didn't do it on purpose. It just, that's how it happens sometimes. The wrestling business is not ballet. And sometimes things happen, so.
We had a question in the chat asking if there were going to be any specific weapons in the death match.
As long as it is Batman universe, DC comic themed, I don't care. If fans want to bring some stuff, spray the light tubes yellow and black. Bring your batarangs, your grappling hooks, your whatever it takes.
So if someone had like a Lego Batman set, they brought that.
I think so. Yeah, I have a Batmobile that I'm bringing.
Nice,
like a remote control Batmobile. So
I have a batarang.
Not anymore. You don't.
It lights
Is
up
it real?
too.
Does it have blades on the side of it?
Okay, so the last time this happened,
Yeah,
I might
your
just
background
turn
is
my
around
background
it.
off. Yeah, I'll turn my background off. I couldn't. It was the wrong format to.
The load. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, hey.
It was the wrong format to upload into StreamYard, but so there's just one picture.
Wow.
Everything
God.
around, everything you see around got used, and if you look right about there, Johnny's got some skewers sticking out of his hard head.
Yeah.
And Johnny won. Johnny won that match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that match ends with a spear through the ropes onto a board with barbed wire on.
Onto this.
We were front row, and I remember the referee getting us all to back up.
Yep, referee Eddie Koloff.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, it was Eddie that backed us off.
Oh, it was Eddie that backed us off.
Yes, Eddie backed us off.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, Eddie did not ref the match.
No, Eddie backed us off. Yeah.
That was what you call a Pyrrhic victory, where even though you win, you still lose.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It took too much. It was, I think one of my toes, I think, if it wasn't broke, it was at least a hairline on the dive to the outside. My toe
You
got
might
jammed.
not be able to see it, but I have a thumbtack that I found in my shoe from that death match. As also a Duplo block from when you faced now AEW star Jordan Oliver in a match at the Mitchell Firehouse, and he suplexed you onto him.
I remember that.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a crazy match.
It's funny we have a history, you know, like Pro Wrestling Unplugged has a history, SPO has a history, Backseats have a 25-year history.
Long-term storytelling.
I don't know where it. Yeah, long-time storytelling. God bless you. Thank the gods for BJ. I like that.
I almost yelled that out when Robbie mentioned that they still have the key to the city a couple weeks ago at the Academy.
Dude.
I almost yelled that out.
I
Long-term
totally forgot about
storytelling.
Well, speaking of Robbie, and we're still talking about Vegas and everything, Blackout, him, Ruckus, and Jay George taking on Vandal 48, the Koger brothers, and Christian Napier.
Say his name right, Jorge.
Jorge. Hip, hip, Jorge.
Now, Vandal
That should be a good
48
one,
is-
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vandal 48 is a
absolutely.
tough group of dudes. And Blackout,
Yeah.
they are a savvy group of dudes. So,
Yeah.
what is going to
can
happen
get
in
They're
that
down
match?
dirty.
OGs.
You know, they can get down and dirty.
Yeah.
They're OGs,
Oh, yeah.
you know. They're really
Yep.
OGs. And I think Jay George is a bit of a wild card because
Yeah.
not only does Jay George have size and he can go in the ring, he's dangerous in the ring, he's also got a mind for the wrestling
yeah.
business that
Oh,
I
yeah.
think has been somewhat untapped, kind of like Robbie. Robbie's got this mind that just it bends and takes things to an evil place that it shouldn't take things to.
He's been amazing on commentary.
Right, and George has that too. You know,
Yeah.
George has that. So I think he's the wild card in the match, believe it or not, is George.
I actually agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very technical too. I've been very impressed by like what he's been throwing down in the ring lately. And I'm like, okay. So Jay George is more than just a director, you know what I mean? He's
I mean, he's
just-
fully cinematic.
I sit front row as much as I can. I just really wish he would wear boots.
Yeah, and and he'll be appearing this Friday for SPO Live at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy.
there we go.
And Robbie, even though Robbie's not advertised, Robbie told me today that he's probably going to be there Friday. So
Is that a warning, a threat?
yeah, probably. We'll see what happens. It's a weather forecast. 90% chance of Robbie sweeping in from the south.
Whenever I get to chant, shut up, Robbie. It's a good night. Etc. So.
Well, I mean, Robbie in Vegas is going to be fun. I mean, Robbie is pretty much like a Rat Pack member in real life, you know.
Yes.
Yeah,
So for him
pretty
to
much.
get to do this in Vegas it's a bucket list item for him. I'm pretty excited for him, to be honest with you.
He's not. No.
Absolutely.
He's not. He's not a Rat Pack member. He's a young Turk. You know what I'm saying? Joey Merlino.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's one of them.
And a couple
I
other
can see
big
it.
names on the card for Vegas. The now PWU Trent Acid Legacy Champion Joey Janela and Effie have been announced for the show as well.
Yep. And they're two of the people that are running some pretty big events as part of the collective. Joey Janela's 10th year of Spring Break is going to be this coming year. He's got the Sandman's last match.
Right.
And then Effie runs the Big Gay Brunch. So, you know, two of the pretty big events coming up WrestleMania weekend. So we're lucky to have both of them on our event, especially together, like going to be a tag team. That sort of, I don't know how to explain it. It sort of adds mystery because who are they going to wrestle and why?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to find out soon. But I got to say this too. We're very excited to have Joey as the legacy champion. You know, I was telling you guys before we came on air that if you go back in PW's history and you see the event we ran at Clementon Park, Joey Janela wrestled on that event. So Joey Janela has history in Pro Wrestling Unplugged. And just having him around, to me, it means the world to have people that were there originally coming back and helping, you know, people like Mark Angel.
Right.
He was another one who was in the same class as Mike Hamilton and Kid Legend. And now look, Mark Angel's son is Marcus Mathers, and he's on this event taking on Kerry Morton.
I was
you
not
have
aware of that.
2 second-generation athletes.
Oh, no way.
Right.
Wow, that's
Exactly.
awesome.
And Marcus, I believe, is in Japan right now.
Right.
So
Very cool.
that should be a good match. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So we're pretty excited about that. And then we also have Mercedes Martinez returning. She was the PW Women's Champion back in the day forever.
Women's
gonna be
Wrestling Hall of
facing-
Famer.
Yep.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
facing
All right.
Mara
Has she
Sade
been
from
inducted
TNA.
yet?
I believe the induction did happen. Yes.
Okay. We saw the announcement of the induction.
Yes, we did.
I want to say it happened. I was there. It was the same day that they inducted Trent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So it
Okay.
would have been
Okay.
WrestleMania in Philly. She went in because that's when I reconnected with her.
Gotcha.
She was there. Mark Briscoe was there. Ruckus, I reconnected with that day.
Wow. Some high flying names
So-
right there.
So that girl Sade,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Sade.
Formerly
I
known as
mean,
Jakar Jackson.
is it?
Yeah, Jakar.
I mean,
Jackson.
is it like? Am I going to get canceled to say she's beautiful? Is that? Are you not allowed?
No,
to
you're
say that
allowed.
about
You are
people?
absolutely allowed. To
Absolutely.
say
No, I
you just
agree
can't go as far as
100%.
Ryan Nemeth.
They're in an angle together.
Yes.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
I like Ryan Nemeth. I think Ryan Nemeth comes off as a good human being
Yeah.
in real life. I don't know.
Yeah.
You can just tell. But yeah, so Mercedes versus Mara Sade, that's going to be crazy.
Oh,
Wasn't
yeah.
Mara Sade just doing stuff with the Hardys too recently?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
yep.
she was teaming with them.
Gee whiz, man.
Yeah,
That's-
no.
Could you imagine starting off your career teaming with the Hardys and feuding with Dolph Ziggler's brother on national television? Like you're pretty
Crazy.
much stepping up to the plate and you're poised to hit a
Yeah.
home run.
And,
Yeah.
and that's a woman doing that, not a dude. That's a woman doing all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's the modern leader.
Yep. And Chef is now canceled. That's all it takes anymore, Chef.
That's fine. I've been waiting for it.
Bye, Chef.
Out.
Send me to catering.
Get out of here. So we also have a 4-way women's match. You really got rid of them.
We send people to catering here all the time.
I like that catering. That's funny. That's really funny.
Yeah. Go
So
ahead,
the
have a hot
four-way-
dog.
Do we have the 4-way? Do you have a graphic for that? There it is.
Yep.
We do.
So Ruthie J, who's returning because we used her at the Harris.
And
And
Harris, right.
who wrestles for NWA as well.
Right. Now, when we were running the events at Harris with Mike Hamilton, he's the one that's his building, Harris. Ruthie was brought in back then. Remember, we did Ruthie J
Yes.
versus I want to
Versus
say
Tasha Steele.
Tasha.
Tasha Steeles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty amazing that she's back too, because she's a Gangrel student from Florida.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Right, I
know.
remember that from Spokecast when she was on.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
Good memory.
Yeah, she did the interview from the school, as a matter of fact, if I
Mhm.
remember correctly.
Yep. Now, when we used her before, I remember we had to put the NWA logo. I think wasn't she just in TNA though recently?
Yeah, she did
Or
debut
AEW?
in TNA.
TNA. Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, I saw that this past week on Instagram.
Yep. Yeah. And it looked good what she did.
Yeah.
Looked good. I remember thinking like, whoa, that looked kind of stiff. And then Mia Friday on the bottom right. She's another one. She was just on TV a week before Ruthie J, I think, right?
Okay.
And then Brittany Brooks there on the left. She's on what, AEW?
Yeah, she just made her AEW debut. I'm not sure if she's signed, but she made her debut in a mixed tag match against Toni Storm and Orange Cassidy.
Talk about being set up for success again.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's a crazy match right there.
It is. It is. So it shows you that they're investing in these women. They're setting them up for success. You know, it's not a sink or swim. And then finally, it's Jasmine Allure. Do you guys know anything about Jasmine Allure in the top right?
I'm not
Other
too
than
familiar.
You
I
would
know
like
I've
to.
seen. I think she was in WWE, their developmental system at one point, and I know I've seen her a couple times before.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens with these 4 women. Because if you notice, the women's title right now is non-existent. There is no women's champion.
Right.
And it's a hybrid PW women's title. And what's funny is if you go back in time, to when Mercedes had the PW women's title back in 04 and 05. It was even then called the Unified Women's Title. It was never just recognized by Pro Wrestling Unplugged. It always was recognized by other companies. So we sort of kept that tradition alive through Mike Hamilton and Hybrid Wrestling and Harris. So I don't know how to explain it. When history repeats itself, there's something special to it. I don't know how to explain it. You know, it feels destined, you know.
Full circle.
Intertwined.
It's very rare lightning strikes twice in the same spot.
That's true. It's very rare. We already talked about Pat versus Jack. The Lucky Scramble we have.
Yeah.
So Lucky has just been like what a utility player. Like, let's be honest. We could put Lucky in the main event and it makes perfect sense. We could put Lucky in the opening match and it makes perfect sense.
Right.
We could. Sure. He can literally do anything. He can do death matches. That I've seen some of the sickest things in wrestling was done by Lucky. You guys remember him versus Facade for GCW last 4th of July ago?
Yeah.
The fireball spot or whatever, yeah.
But it wasn't just a fireball, it was a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, we're lucky to have Lucky.
Yes.
Seriously, he's an OG
Absolutely.
and a half. Like,
absolutely.
like every night when I go to bed every night, I always say, God, thank you for letting us have Rick Blade. And then I just sort of throw in now, and Lucky. You know, like now Lucky gets in there.
Dude, honestly, like my introduction to Lucky has been through the PWU shows, the more recent ones at the school. And they are probably like one of my top highlights from every show because he's so technical. He's so like he blows my mind with a lot of the stuff that he does. Like I didn't realize how much of a veteran he was, and like just the flow of the matches and everything. Like they really are the highlights of like, you know, in my tops, definitely.
And not just
We call him
for
the
his
Scramble
age,
Master for a reason.
Yeah, he's in incredible shape for his age. He's still got that energy, man. Yeah, Lucky's
He's
funny.
And I'm gonna make the argument that he's actually more intense now than he's ever been.
Okay.
I can see it.
If you go back and watch his matches in PWU, he was a high flyer. He did plenty of flips. Him and Orange Cassidy were a tag team back then. But if you watch what he does now compared to back then, his seasoning is just through the roof.
Yeah, I'm sure he was toned down back then compared to now. Like,
Well,
I mean, him just every time he makes an entrance, it's always something new. It's always something fun, you know.
Yeah,
What
it
did you
is.
say?
And, you know, to be a scramble master is a little different. You know, if you're out there and you're wrestling a singles match, that's you and your opponent and the referee you got to worry about. You know, that's
Right.
it.
Yeah. Right.
But when you're in a scramble and you have the referee and you have yourself plus 5 other wrestlers and whatever
Coming from every
managers,
direction.
You need to be like Mickey Mouse in Fantasia or like a conductor in an orchestra, you know, where you literally need to be in charge. And Lucky is someone that can do that. And it's such a rare skill that we found it was important to sort of let people know that this guy's capable of this. Like, do you know how many wrestling promoters out there in the tri-state area, once they know what Lucky's capable of, book him? There's no reason not to have Lucky on your events. And we're going to show the world that. We're going to show the world that over the next couple of months. So just remember, you heard it here first. Keep an eye on Lucky over the next few months because good stuff's about to happen for him.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Love it.
Yeah. So I think that's the majority of the event. Tarzan is going to be out there. I know that.
Really?
Tarzan Duran is going to. Yep. So there's a lot of other stuff we're going to be announcing too. Hopefully Lavari. We're trying to get Lavari out there. I mean, it's Las Vegas, you know, and Lavari's actually headlining Mad Love, he says.
Okay.
He's playing his single Love. The single's literally called Love.
The headlining / only musical artist.
Right. God.
Hey, if you're the only artist, then you are by default the headliner.
Have a good night there.
That is true. That's a good way of saying it.
He needs to keep it moving.
Yeah, but you're also the opener then.
Keep it moving.
Opener, middle, headliner. It's
Lavari,
throwing a whole festival in one night.
Lavari
In one
actually
song.
just posted a clip of the music video for that song, as a matter of fact, on his
Oh,
Instagram.
wonderful! I'll be sure to watch.
Check that out.
Yes.
And didn't something happen recently? Who Mariah or someone gave him a shout out or something? I got to go back and look it up. But Lavari.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it, man. He's low key viral. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
He's like
yeah.
a cult
definitely.
sensation.
And he was amazing when he was on here. That was a really good interview. It was
Yeah.
really great.
Yeah,
having
he
him
even
on.
sang "Happy Birthday" to me, as a matter of fact.
He did.
God bless. Thank the gods for Lavari. I love humble people. You
I
know,
wouldn't
like
call Lavari
Tone
humble.
Love.
I was gonna say I wouldn't call him humble. But
Lavari's
that
not
I-
humble.
No, I was saying Tone Love's humble.
Oh, okay.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said I love humble people like Tone Love.
Gotcha.
I
no,
can agree with that.
I do love Tone Love and Big Rel and AGIF and we're gonna try to get some of these acts out to Vegas because it just seems right. So we're gonna start working on that over the next few weeks and months. We have the Crazy 8 coming up, the Crazy 8 season.
Yeah.
I can't
a lot
wait to see
a
this.
lot is going to happen and a lot's going to be announced over the next few months.
Who Tarzan Duran has already qualified to be in that match.
He's qualified to be in it, and he's also agreed to help come up with some sick ideas on how to innovate it.
Oh boy.
It's never
gonna be
been done the
wild.
same. The Crazy 8 has never been done the same way twice. And I think that is the only thing that has to stay consistent is that it's inconsistent.
Is it going to be in Jersey? That's all I care about.
No, maybe.
We'll see. It's I will say this, Crazy 8 season has historically been May or June. Always. And it will stay May or June.
Okay.
That's all I'll
Outer
say. Right
space.
Will
Outer
it be at
space.
least the East Coast?
now. It will be East Coast.
Okay.
It will be
This
East
way
Coast,
I can
yes.
commute- I
We're
can
still
commute.
putting the deals together, brother. We're still dotting the I's and crossing the T's
Look.
and doing our due diligence.
I
Look,
get it,
the
but
man,
listen, I'm not
the
making
man
it
in
out-
that suit
Hold on,
is just
hold on.
trying to do his job.
Listen, I'm just trying. Like, I want to make it out to Vegas to see you in your death match with Face because I want to see Face get his face beat in because of all the drama and nonsense he's caused Kid Legend and you. So, like, I wish I could be there. So, like, I definitely want to make it to the Crazy 8. And, like, I'm just hoping it's on the East Coast. That's all I'm saying. I'll drive however far I need to, north and south.
Shocking.
Yeah.
All right,
BJL
ring the bell,
through-
guys. Ring the bell. We're going to East Coast
Yeah.
it. It is officially going to be an East Coast Crazy 8 this year, just for you, Wall.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome, brother. You are welcome. Have you guys seen Tarzan's cartoons?
Yes.
Yeah. They're wild.
I wake up in the morning and have a better day knowing that Tarzan cartoons exist.
Dude.
So every Friday you get to see a Tarzan cartoon before the event starts. So at 6:30 when doors open, you got about 35 minutes where you're going to see a Tarzan cartoon. We're probably going to start showing the old Trip TVs. Remember that?
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, they were great.
Right. So we're going to start doing stuff like that. We're going to try to use that
Hold
time.
Hold on. That just reminded me of something.
Me vs. Face Part 1 was on Trip TV. That's actually the only
Really.
place I can find it. I don't even know where it is.
There we go.
I do. I know.
yeah, I
I
remember
have.
Trip TV.
I know. I have footage of that match, but it's fan footage, and at that time I was too dumb to hold my phone like this, so it's all like this.
Yeah. Yeah, we never forgave you for that, Ginger.
Yeah, I know.
You're still your face is still on the dartboard at the Star Academy for that.
Yeah, I know. I throw darts at my own face all the time.
Well, don't be disgusting. Anyway, but you guys, you know, we've hit a. Let me say this: if you go back on my Facebook and you look at like last July, August, before we brought PW back in September.
Right.
I wrote on there, PW will not be micromanaged. And the reason I wrote that is because the first time around, I do think I micromanaged it a little bit. You know, like Chris Farley with his naughty pet. You know, I just kept messing with it.
Yeah.
Right. But I said in that post, I said, guys, I said, look, this will be not micromanaged. It will be a system of distributed competence. And that's what's happened. So many people have stepped up behind the scenes to make it all work. You know how they say it takes a village to raise a kid?
Yep.
Well, it takes a village to bring someone into the wrestling business. It takes a village. It takes a village to put on a wrestling event.
Yeah.
And so many people have stepped up and with a high level of competence that I feel confident I can get back in the ring now. The burden's not in my hand, so to speak, anymore. I can actually concentrate on being a wrestler. On you know, Feral Face got away with stuff too long.
Absolutely.
I mean, we go back to, it was when John Zandig, it was supposed to be me and Zandig against Face and Channing Decker. Do you remember that at the Firehouse?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Zandig didn't make it. Zandig didn't make it, so he sent Rick Blade. So Feral Face has been all tied up and you know, tangled with me and all my friends, the Rick Blades, the Kid Legends, the GQs, the Backseat Boys. It's too close for comfort. So now we're going to have to do something about it. But I couldn't do that if I had to worry about being the promoter of the company and worry about, you know, I'm not Vince McMahon, guys. You know, I'm a wrestler and I still got a little bit of time left on my career and I'm going to get in the ring and do what I can do. That's what I need to do moving forward, is to be in the ring. And my first match back as of right now is going to be a death match, which is something that I see as an art. I see that as an art. You know, when wrestling admitted that it's fixed, that the outcomes are fixed, so to speak. And we came out from behind the curtain of kayfabe and admitted, you know, wrestling became an art, not much different than theater or drama. You know, and I think our job as wrestlers also became upgraded at that moment, where it's not enough to just go out there and just wrestle anymore. You know, you have to really get the crowd to fall in love with you. You have to endear yourself to the audience. And the way you do that is by showing your flaws. You know, how did your wives or significant others fall in love with you? Well, it wasn't because you were perfect. That's for damn sure. And so many wrestlers go out there and try to be perfect. That's not me. I'm going to go out there and be effective. You understand? When Feral Face looks across the ring at me and looks in my eyes, he's going to realize at that moment, no amount of snow angels is going to save me from this guy. He's going to realize that in that moment, that it's too late to back out at that point. He can act as tough as he wants. And let me tell you guys something. You don't have to be afraid of me to get your ass beat by me. And when it comes to death matches, I can pull stuff that there's no way he can ever even see it coming. So how's he going to defend against it? He's not.
Right.
And I have 70 days from now to concoct and plot and destroy him. You guys know I'll make it work.
We know what Batman does when he has ample time to plan.
Yeah, the only competition with Batman there is Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone. Prep time is everything.
But hey, you beat him before in the death match. You know, there's no reason it won't go the same way.
You saw what it took.
Absolutely.
No, I saw what it took.
Wire, it took light tubes, it took skewers. I mean,
you saw that picture I put up, and that was the guy that won.
Right. You saw the ring. You saw the condition the ring was in.
You saw everything laying around. Everything got used.
So I got to ask, how did that feel, having those skewers just in your head?
Well, there's not much skin. Think of how much skin is between the air and the bone of your skull. It's not much. Right. So they almost had to go into the skull to stay.
Yeah.
And he didn't just do it here.
Millimeters deep.
Right. He did it here first, and then he did it up here.
Yeah.
Think of how thin that is right there.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And one thing I'll always remember from that night is just the sound of light tubes popping.
Oh God, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
I had a lot of light tubes
rapid fire back to back.
It's disturbing. It is.
Jeez.
But you know what, guys? The intensity, it's like the old X Games, and when you're whitewater kayaking and there's a chance you could lose your life, the adrenaline shot is so much better.
Yeah.
And that's what it's coming down to with deathmatch wrestlers. Listen, I know I shouldn't be doing death matches. I know me doing death matches. There's an argument that could be made where it's using a computer for a paperweight. Okay. But you know what? I'm going to do it anyway, because maybe I'm not the biggest. Maybe I'm not even the toughest. But if you give me enough time, I'll be the smartest. And the smartest always wins, guys. I've proven that in my career. I was 24 years old running Pro Wrestling Unplugged. 24 years old, telling grown men, no, I don't like that idea. Let's change it. I'm lucky I didn't get my ass beat on a daily basis running Pro Wrestling Unplugged. So for me to be able to for me to be able to say, let me just detach and just be a wrestler in Pro Wrestling Unplugged, just exist within the walls of the castle. Because let's be honest, what's a wrestling school? What's a wrestling federation? It's a bubble. It's a protective wall around a city. And your job is to make it so whatever's inside that city can evolve without outside influence bothering it.
Right. Everything in here only exists in here, and everything outside doesn't matter.
That's it. Well, I'm now the gargoyle sitting on the wall, making sure nobody gets in, because our garden needs to grow organically and in its own time. No one's going to force it to go any faster than it's meant to be, and no one's going to slow it down to be any slower than it's meant to be. And that's my job now, as I sit on the gargoyle like Batman. No one's getting in that has any ulterior motives anymore. And if people like Face need to go, it's going to be on me to get rid of them. Because if I don't do it, who's going to?
Yeah. Agreed. Well said.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, when I heard that this death match was initially announced, I was kind of I was surprised. I'm not going to lie, because was it Silver and Gold where you were teased? Well, you had an injury, correct? That had like you had an issue, and like you didn't mention it, but you said that it was an injury that could possibly be a retiree, a retiring worthy injury. So like I was so happy to hear like that wasn't the case. You're back in action, kicking ass, and like crazy that Vegas is going to be your debut return, after a couple months, and like just so hyped for it, dude. I'm so ready for it.
I definitely feel like I dodged a bullet, like I say, Dark Knight of the Soul, that's the thing about hell. They say it's a bottomless pit. Jordan Peterson says this because no matter how deep you go, you can always do something stupid to make it worse. And that's kind of how I think of myself when it comes to death matches. I'm the spiteful man who I'll burn everything down just to roast a marshmallow, and that's not good. I shouldn't brag that. That's another reason I'm not running the company, that I just want to be a wrestler, because my temperament is not that of someone who should be running a company right now. My temperament is someone who has a real bone to pick, a real score to settle. And Feral Face right now is, so to speak, how do I say it? He's the finer point on that pencil. When I think of my future and I think of what's getting me out of bed in the morning, it's getting rid of Feral Face. Kid Legend's going to symbolically get rid of him at Mad Love when he closes that coffin. But I'm going to actually get rid of him in Vegas when the Dark Knight Deathmatch happens. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, there's nothing I won't do. We're probably not even going to have a canvas on the ring. First thing I'm going to do is grab the canvas and pull it off. We're just going to wrestle on the wood.
Wow.
That's
I'm
hardcore.
serious. Well, it's Vegas. It is what it is. And I'm ready to leave it all out there on the battlefield. This is like a duel. This is like a high noon duel in the wild, wild west. Everyone sees it coming, and neither of us are going to back down. It's just a matter of who's going to turn around and get that shot off first. And you guys are going to get to witness it, if not in person, as we debut on Triller TV. And guys, I'm telling you right now, it's my debut on Triller TV too.
Yep.
And I want this. So there's no hoops I won't jump through, guys.
Awesome. Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's
Cheers
a real
to you,
exciting.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's an exciting time for PWU. And ever since September, it just seems like it's been one big snowball effect. Everything's just keeps stepping up every time. It was the same stuff we said about SPL wrestling as well. Like everything was just taken to another step, getting better and better. And now to have the stage of Las Vegas, WrestleMania week, the collective's absolutely amazing. It's an opportunity, as you said, to be seen in a national spotlight almost with Triller TV.
Absolutely. And you know what's neat is Pro Wrestling Unplugged West Coast exists in LA, and they've run events in Nevada and in that area. So a lot of the fans on our PW Online on Instagram, if you go on Instagram, PW Online, and follow us, there's a lot of fans on there from the West Coast too. So this is a chance for the West Coast and East Coast fans to sort of come together and meet each other and mingle and become sort of one fan base, which will be kind of neat.
That's sweet.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. Very excited for that. I've always been a huge fan of West Coast wrestling. I love the whole scene out in California. I always have. Just getting a chance to go to California is always amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been out that way, but I've heard good things.
I've never been to Vegas.
The
so I'm
furthest
excited.
west I've
Never been
made
west
it
of
is
Phoenix.
Michigan.
Michigan?
So, yep, that's as far as I've made it.
I'm watching Mayor of Kingstown. That's Michigan. That's a good show. You guys watch that?
No, but I heard
have
about
not,
it.
no.
Who's the lead?
Renner, Jeremy Renner.
That's it. Yeah.
It's
I
good.
heard it was good. Yeah.
It is good. Mobland's good too with Tom Hardy. You know, I found out today, not to go off. Did you know that Tom Hardy and Shia LaBeouf had a fist fight on the set of Lawless?
Yeah.
I need to see that. The footage has to exist. I've got to see this fight between the two of them.
It's there somewhere.
Shia's got into a lot of fights.
We'll show it at 6:30 on a Friday. We'll put it up on the Tron.
Just in case you needed more
let me
reason
ask you
to
guys.
show up.
Let me ask you guys. Hold on, real quick.
Yes.
If they really did have a fight, who would win though? Like who are you
Tom
betting
Hardy.
your money on?
I
Hardy?
see Tom Hardy.
Yeah, but Shia is like Shia will fight dirty. I feel like
He's got that crazy fight tendency. You think?
Dude, he's a thinker and a half.
I feel like Hardy just needs 2 good hits. That's all he needs. He's got power in him.
Hardy is pretty.
Or are you just thinking of him as Bane though?
Bane?
No,
Bane.
I don't know.
I mean, like, I like Bane as a character, but I wasn't a big fan of Hardy as Bane. But like, Hardy in general is just a jack dude. And I love him in like all the Guy Ritchie movies. You know, like he's just.
But then I'm thinking of him as Eddie Brock in Venom.
So it's like I look at and I would want to say Tom Hardy, but I think Shia LaBeouf is just a little nuts and might not know to stay down when he's beaten and just gets that lucky shot that turns it around.
Yeah,
The
we
nut
need
shot.
Celebrity. Remember Celebrity Deathmatch on MTV?
Yeah.
Oh, I miss Celebrity Deathmatch.
We should do that. We'll talk to Tarzan about doing one of his cartoons as like a Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
yo, we could do almost like it could be like an AI cartoon tournament where like every Friday and then the brackets and then we crown it, you know. I'll talk to Tarzan.
Book it, man. Book it. That's it.
Oh, that's great.
But then we have to have, like, once we get 8 winners, there has to be a version of it in War Games.
War Games!
That'd be cool. Ding, ding, ding. So this Friday we have Mickey Knuckles versus Angel Orsini, the Goon Hunter.
Can't
Crazy.
wait for that one.
I saw that match card yesterday, and I was like, "What? Like that's gonna be nuts."
I know. What is
We
happening?
just saw Angel Rotini Saturday at APP, and wow, like
Yeah.
she threw down. She was tough, and
So
like
this Friday is Friday the 13th.
Yes, it is.
yeah,
And since it's February and it's 4 weeks, that means March has a Friday the 13th as well.
Yes,
Oh,
it
damn.
does.
So we get 2 Friday the 13ths in a row. This is going to be awesome. I'm excited.
Why do I have
do
a
a,
feeling Sam
Halloween.
Reaper is going to take advantage of that?
Main event Sam Reaper.
Yes.
Oh, who will also be appearing this Friday
You know,
as well.
I heard a saying today that reminds me of Sam Reaper, and it was, be the guy that asks for nothing, and you'll end up being the guy that gets something. The only guy that gets something. And that's Sam Reaper.
I was waiting for you to sit there and quote your brother Robbie with LaMarca.
No, but the odds of the real LaParca being in the Royal Rumble this year,
Like, who saw that coming?
after Robbie smartened the whole world up to LaParca, like now everyone gets the joke. See, that to me, that's the universe saying you're going the right way. Keep it up, kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, and you are a big believer that the universe gives you signs. You know, the universe guides you in direction. So,
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah, man. I know that from watching The Spoke.
that's right.
And literally, like the highlights of my week are like going to Spout or going to the Pro Wrestling Star Academy. Like,
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't give a shit about anything else the rest of the week. I'm like Friday, Saturday, I'm there. Like, give me
That's
that.
awesome. That's awesome. And the video you made of Declan and Pat was just amazing. I told you that.
Yeah,
That was
dude.
awesome. The Blade
appreciate
thing was
it.
awesome. Everything you put out, I get excited to watch. You have a very, it's an instinct you have, which is neat. You know.
Well, I used to like.
I think
film
you're gonna
some
keep getting
videos,
better.
so.
Well, you're going to keep getting better. Like Todd Rod, he's another one that's really good with AI. Danger
Yeah.
Ginger's getting really good with AI. Tarzan's killing it with AI.
Yeah.
I don't use AI anymore because everyone tells me don't use AI, don't use AI. So I finally just said, all right, I won't use AI.
I only
Well,
use AI
I-
for thumbnails.
For
I don't
me,
know why
it's
the world hates AI. Let me tell you something, if AI is going to take over the world, all it has to do is send the contents of every human being's hard drive to the authorities. That's it. World's over.
Yeah.
That takes care of half the population in one fell swoop. AI can't even spell artificial intelligence, and we're worried it's going to take over the world.
I'm more
for me,
worried
it's more
about
so
crap
the
content it
takeover
puts out.
job.
Yeah, no, agreed, Chef. Like, yeah, it's more so about just dealing with opening up your social media app and it's all AI crap.
Mhm.
I know.
you know, for me, a
seeing
lot of
the-
it's a tool. Like I've created a couple emblems on
tool.
there, or that might be accurate, but
But Ginger, what about the thing I sent you with the original Star Trek cast dancing? That doesn't happen without AI. That needs to be
No,
in
it
the
doesn't.
world.
But as
does it?
Pete will say, that you're not putting that out there to potentially be monetized.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that's
no,
true.
There's a
I'm not
difference
using any
between
of it to
trying to make
monetize.
money off of AI and just making stupid videos.
That makes sense. Okay, I get it now. I get it.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the stupid video area, and where I can use it as a tool to give me ideas when I'm just stumped. Like, all right, what does this make? Maybe it'll spark something in my head or something.
My only usage of it on my other channel, I have an idea and I tell it to make a thumbnail for me.
I don't even know how to do all that.
If I could draw it, I would. I can't, but I can tell it, hey, draw this.
I mean, me
You
and
should
Danger
draw
Ginger
your
do a lot with the graphics. We try to do graphics. Graphic is like AI is a lazy way of doing graphics, is what I'm starting to realize. Is that correct? Would you guys agree with that?
Yeah, definitely.
I agree with that as well.
But for a guy who's not a graphic designer, I get some really great thumbnails out of it.
Yes. But now let me ask you something. When Tarzan makes his AI cartoons, right? It used to be you had to sit there and draw the cartoon and then draw it again so it moved a little bit and then draw it again and again and again and again. I guess you don't have to do that with AI.
No, you just tell it to do that.
Interesting.
So Studio Ghibli, which is super famous Japanese anime
studio,
studio
yes.
over in Japan, he is I can't remember his name, but he's hardcore anti-AI because it takes away from that art of drawing each frame and employing all those artists to come in and do that work.
Right. I mean, that's
Also,
not a one-man job for a lot of those big productions.
Also, the AI algorithm is just scraping and plagiarizing everyone else's work.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst thing is even like the Super Bowl. There were some AI commercials this year, and it was just so obvious that it's not ready to be at that point where if you know what you're looking for, you just see it instantly, and it just takes you out of it. Like
It's
it
like
could
facial plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't not see it now. It jumps right the frig out at you now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Botox face, you could pick that out of a crowd. Like,
Oh,
whoa.
absolutely.
Immediately. It's amazing.
But like all the graphics I've ever done, I take pride in. Whether they at the beginning they were crappy to what I do now for art thumbnails and stuff like that.
As opposed to me, where every thumbnail I do, like, yeah, they came out awesome, but I have no pride. You know, I didn't do that. I just thought of it. You know?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
As someone who has the artistic ability and in a past life was able to draw and just haven't for like 30 years. You know, like as someone who like, yeah, if I put the time in, I could do that, but can I pump out a thumbnail for like 3 or 4 streams a week? You know?
AI is just one of those.
You burn out.
Yeah.
Well, you know what it's good for too? Like you're not supposed to film on a casino floor. So like I can't walk into Harrah's with a camera and say, oh, you know, we're blah blah blah. But with AI, we have footage where it looks like we're on the casino floor and we didn't break any laws.
Right.
Yeah.
So there are little workarounds where AI can be effective and helpful. But I think the reason people don't like it is because of the it's like people are leaning too much on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like as an example, this here that's going to pop up, that was originally, you could tell that's AI generated. But I wasn't good enough doing graphics yet. So I eventually turned around and recreated it into this.
That looks like the Goonies font. Is that the Goonies font?
Oh, yeah.
You're right, it does.
It does kind of look like it.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Good eye.
Yeah.
Goonies never die.
Nope, they just grow up.
Well, that all ends the moment we go up on Troy's bucket.
Troy, and I identified with Troy back then. I was like, I want to be Troy. He's the only one that's actually enjoying life. Everyone else was so miserable.
Look at these nerds.
Yeah,
You're right, though. He was enjoying life at the expense of others.
Yeah, you know what? You know what I was just saying the other day scared me as a kid was the bad guys in Karate Kid in the skeleton.
Oh my God, yeah, dude.
Dude, they were no joke, man. Like the fact that he stood up to them at that fence, like I have so much respect for Daniel LaRusso.
Yeah, dude, I'd have been out.
Yeah, dude, they were supposed to be like 17. I would have just been like, yeah, guys, you know, if you need me to do your laundry, wash your car, just let me know. Whatever you guys need.
Wax on, wax off.
Not only that, their gis were super intimidating with the black and yellow.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, dude, their gis were like, you don't see gis like that.
No, it was like Ryu and Ken coming at you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the 80s when bullying was expected. You know, Johnny, why are you bullying people, Johnny? Why are you decided not to bully people? I don't know. I just like going against the grain.
I just want to be different.
That's how it was back then, man. Bullying was a way of life.
You were either the bully or bullied.
Exactly. Yeah, lunch money was a big problem back in the day. You know,
and it trickled down too. It trickled down too. Like the big kids would bully the medium-sized kids. The medium-sized kids would verbally assault the nerds. And I don't know who the nerds took it out on because I never, got that.
Well, we had
medium size.
We had 5 o'clock Star Trek: The Next Generation. We could go home and watch Star Trek: The Next Gen at 5 o'clock, and that's how we scraped the sludge out of our soul from the day.
I always just went home and watched Montel.
Yeah, no, kids don't understand that anymore. Like you hear people talk about Saturday morning cartoons. Like that's a thing of the past. No one understands. Yeah. Like, think about this for a second, right? You get up early for school Monday through Friday. The last thing you want to do is get up early on Saturday. So if we're getting up early to watch cartoons, there's some damn good cartoons. Let's be honest. Like, dude, Pee-wee's Playhouse alone got me up at 10 a.m. on Saturdays.
Oh, God, yeah.
Epic.
It's that structure right now that, like, it's a blessing and a curse. Because on one hand, we had that structure. We knew what we had to look forward to. You know what I mean? Like, but on the other hand, there's that spontaneity. There's that people discovering things outside of the typical zone where they would have discovered things. So you can't say what's better or worse. But I got to say, being a kid from, in the 80s and 90s, I really.
Yeah. Well, it's fun. It's fun to hold people from the 80s to today's standards. I notice a lot of people do that.
Oh, God.
My God. Like, dude, I mean, my grandfather was in World War II and had PTSD. Are we going to hold him to certain standards?
It's like the 80s. Everyone was on blow. Everyone. I wasn't.
No.
I don't even know if that's PG.
That's just terrible.
So, as a tag team specialist, I actually have a question for you. One of the teams that perform at SPO pretty regularly, Controlled Chaos, who will be appearing this week. What are your thoughts on them? Just as a team and being a tag team specialist and getting to see them wrestle.
Well, chemistry is important in tag teams. And one of the ways to automatically have chemistry is to share DNA. And the fact that they're father and son, they're going to have a shorthand with each other, so to speak, where they probably don't even need to vocalize commands to each other in the ring.
It's a look.
It's a look.
Yeah. That's
right. Exactly. And that alone gives them an upper hand over every other tag team they're going to face. Now, they might not have an upper hand over the Backseats because Backseats are brothers. You see what I'm saying?
Very true.
They're probably going to have, and the father, Papa Juice, has been around since I've been around.
Papa Juice, originally Kid Chaos.
Right. And he trained at Blackballed, which spurred off of our PW Animal House. So he's actually a descendant of PW without even realizing it.
Huh. One second. I just want to be, before you do that real quick. That's all.
He smacked my hand. We were at a Mawa show and he smacked my hand.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, I'll play it again. Hold on.
I like going to Mawa. Ooh.
Because I was rooting for him. I'd only seen him at, the SPO and the SPO shows, and I was like, yeah. And he's like, get out of here. Like, oh.
All right. Next Mawa show, we're taping up your hand. We're going to put a little bit of red on it like it's bleeding still, right? No, I'm serious. And you got to have a guy in a suit. You need a guy in a suit next to you with a briefcase, like you're gonna hand this dude papers. Dude, I'm serious. That's it. Kid Chaos has to go.
Man. I was gonna say it's only if they're booked. I don't know if they're booked yet.
They always work for Mawa. They're booked.
Oh, they do? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think it's all on a flyer.
Peach just stirring the pot with everything. I wanted to wait to play this later, but I might as well play this now.
Don't.
Oh, what's going on here?
Just got stuck.
Yeah. Let's try this again here from the top.
Technical difficulties.
Yep, that's what happens with live stuff, huh?
Don't.
It doesn't want to play it.
We could
Well,
at least play the audio.
It's not meant. It will
How about
not be
this?
meant to be.
Yeah,
How
hold on.
about
I can
Pete-
play just the audio for it. Yeah.
Yeah, we could at least do that.
Or Pete can act it out for us. He's actually here. Right now.
He already did it.
The actual
I don't
human's
know.
right here. You just ask him to
It's
do
tough
it.
to call. It's tough to call it from memory. I was in the moment and I was heated.
Is this about Alex telling you? Yeah.
Oh,
That's,
the video just keeps stopping. So,
right.
well, the video is on his Instagram as well as the BJDG Talk Wrestling Instagram.
Gesundheit. That was a mouthful.
Essentially,
That's like the guys facing Blackout. What's their
All right,
name?
hold on.
Pachu.
Windle.
All right, then why is
Decisions.
I think we should cut our
That's what Alex
losses.
Rivera said
Yeah,
to
I
me
think so too.
the other day at a show. He said, "Don't question my decisions." What happened, Alex? What happened? What? Because I expected more of you? Because I expected you to be the true champ of the SPO wrestling organization? And not to be some deceitful, low-blowing, title-using chump like JP Grayson? These aren't your moves, man. These aren't your tactics. And I'm clearly getting under your skin, or else you wouldn't have said what you said at the show. Which only means one thing. It means he's tuning in every Tuesday at 6 p.m. on YouTube to BJ and DG Talk Wrestling Indy Spotlight. He must have caught what I said when I was saying, yo, Alex Rivera, what are you doing, man? You're better than this, champ. Even Twitch said it when he took the club from you. He said he was watching out. And then after that match, we started to see this whole new version of Alex. You know, you kicked Twitch in the balls.
the
And then this
highlight?
last week, I wasn't even there. I wasn't there to watch your betrayal and your villainous behavior against Danny Ara. No, there you go. How you gonna go and do that, man? You know, you don't like people questioning your decisions? Well, I don't like people who turn out to be frauds.
fraud.
That's all I gotta say to you, Alex. Be better, do better. Next time, shake my damn hand.
Wouldn't even shake my hand.
Now wait a minute. This is all because Kid Chaos smacked your hand?
No.
No.
We didn't.
You
we
got
didn't
a
do
real
a proper.
problem, Pete.
We didn't
You got
do
a
a
real
proper
problem.
lead in. We didn't do a
Pete's got a
proper
real
lead
problem.
into that.
Well, we had been able to
that was
see the
confusing.
video. If the video
on.
would have played.
Hold on. Let me
On
just
our
point
show
out the
last
fact-
week.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Let me just point out the fact that the way that the Kid Chaos thing went, where he smacked my hand, and then the way that ended is shake my damn hand. I don't blame Johnny for thinking it's the same
Yeah.
segment.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
Neither
It's a
do I.
pathology. It's a
But no, bad
pathology. You can't
setup.
help it.
Last week
Oh man.
on Indie Spotlight, we had some choice words. Pete had some choice words for Alex Rivera, saying he expected better from him and so on. So this weekend, he goes to shake his hand when he sees him, and he doesn't shake his hand, and he says, like, I heard what you said. And what did he say exactly?
He said, however I start off
Don't question my
that thing,
don't
man.
question my decision.
Don't question my decisions. That was it.
Johnny's a better listener than I am.
Yeah,
And that's where it was left off, and that's today
Yeah.
that was recorded.
I was gonna let it go, but it was eating at me a little bit, and I was like, you know what? I'm not the only person that feels this way. I know Danny out there; he's hurt,
Oh yeah.
both literally and
Oh.
emotionally.
If you
you're
go
literally
look at
building a case, you're building a case against one of the wrestlers right now, and now you're fortifying it with other people. So now
If
you and
you
Danny,
actually-
dude, you're a cancer to the wrestling business right now. All because you didn't get your hand shaked.
Yeah,
Listen.
if you go look
Dude, this
on
is like
the
Phil,
Instagram,
this is Phil Leotardo stuff, man, from
You
Sopranos.
know what?
they do. Alex comments on it. Danny comments on it as well. There's a bit of a back and forth there with that.
Oh, look at the Instagram thread.
Yeah.
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 It's not. I'm not alone in this, man. Like, listen, I expected. Listen, I was there. I was there the night that Alex beat Phil Winslow for the SPO championship, and he was the first person to hold this belt, and like he honored it. He was killing it. He was crushing it. And then, he had that match with Tarzan where the club came into play, and it was just like I was sitting there in the crowd, just like, what? Like, no, you have no reason to do this. You're so much better than that. And then, Twitch came out and literally stopped him, said the same exact thing, and like, and then we saw just this flipping him, and I was like, oh man, oh no.
Don't do it to yourself, Pete. Don't do it to yourself. It's not worth it.
Return to the ring, like from Lord of the Rings. It was precious. Was it his precious?
That's what happens. It's tyranny. When power breeds tyranny. Okay. That's why we shouldn't be looking for power. We should just be looking for peace. Okay. And I gave up looking for peace, and that's why I'm now targeting Feral Face, because it's like what you said. It's not over something as minuscule as not having my hand shaken, but it did stick in my craw, like you said.
Yeah.
It stuck in my craw. What Face did to me. He choked me out. Don't forget when I was just like a month ago. He put his hands on. Gee whiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, to show what we are talking about.
Oh my gosh.
See, this is like uncalled for.
No, it is. You're right. Where's our referees? Someone needs to. Okay.
Big Bill.
Billy's out there.
Big Bill scared him off.
Yeah, Big Bill was still celebrating with the fans when this happened.
Bill could probably go over the top rope.
And there's everybody. Controlled Chaos, Craig, Eddie, Pat.
I think that's
I don't know who the guys in clothes are. I don't recognize them in street clothes.
That sounds bad.
DJ, if you could.
Yep, I was already on it.
I don't even know if that's PG.
Who is that saying that?
R-Truth.
I would have said it was Kevin Hart.
It would be higher pitched. It would be, yeah, it would be higher pitched.
Right.
If we doubled the time on that, I'm sure it would sound just like Kevin.
Yeah.
I can't even. I follow TMZ on Instagram. I'm afraid to even go on my feed anymore because it's someone in the Epstein files, or every day it's someone new you can't respect anymore. It's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
I'm surprised Vince hasn't popped up.
Well, you know what it is? It's like, remember how WWE would future endeavor people like, oh, these 8 wrestlers are all being released. I think we should just start doing mass cancels. Just start canceling people and just put out a list. Like, here's who's canceled today.
Works for me.
Every day at 5 o'clock. Yeah.
Right.
The daily canceling.
GMZ.
It's
yes, I've been canceled. Finally.
Ugh. Chef, I don't know if you want to be canceled.
You just made the list.
Wait, what list?
Oh no.
I don't even know if that's PG.
Yeah, we already did that.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know.
The shoe fits.
But Bill Gold's returning this Friday, so it'll be his first Friday as champion this Friday.
Of course, man. Yeah, he's got to defend that belt, man. He's a fighting
Dude.
champion.
I called that last Tuesday before we went on air. I said, I'm not going to be able to make it this Friday. A friend's in town for his birthday, so I have to miss it. I'm like, I see that Alex is on the bill. Billy's on the bill. I was like, if they book them together in a match, I'm going to be so sad. And then BJ sent me a text, and he's like, guess what the main event is?
And what was that, right after I told you what the main event was?
It was literally, you were telling me, and I was like, yep, got it.
So,
and then BJ sent a picture of him and Billy with the title, and I was like, it was a title match?
So, since we brought that up, we do have exclusive comments after Billy won the championship.
The SPO Heavyweight Champion. The new SPO Heavyweight Champion. You know, when I first started coming here, it was a lot like Alex Rivera. I just wanted a shot. I just wanted an opportunity. I wanted to wrestle at PWU. I wanted to wrestle at SPO. But now, winning my second championship in professional wrestling, this means the most. I am now your SPO Heavyweight Champion, and I'll do everything I can to hold on to this and keep making you all proud. Thank you.
How can you not love the guy?
Very
That boy
presidential.
needs to run for office.
I was going to say it's presidential. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, until he comes on a podcast like ours, and you hear him speak.
F this, F
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, he
And then
speaks
you get
freely.
but then you also get great moments like this.
Yeah. Yep, that happened.
My gosh.
Absolutely love Billy Gold though.
That's a special kind of insurance right there. That allows that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Blakey.
I think Pat shook off the Blakey punch eventually.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was the kid's name?
Yeah, Blakey.
Blakey.
Oh,
it wasn't
I get it.
Blinky.
I thought
We
he was
thought
saying
it-
Blanky.
Oh, Blanky. We thought it was Blinky because the kid had like big glasses.
But we got confirmation from Billy that it is in fact Blakey, and that's
Blakey.
his name.
Okay.
And that is the second time he's punched Pat Dynamite.
Yep.
Like at the moment, I kind of want to say that he is might be tied with Kid Legend for most appearances on our show.
Yeah.
Oh, Blinky?
No. God,
Billy
I wish.
Gold.
Billy Gold. Yeah, you have had him a lot. Yeah.
And he's
What
been
about
such a
Reaper?
great
He's
guest.
been on a lot too, right? You had him come out like
We don't
He
consider him
hacked
a
it.
guest. He's
He hacked
invaded
in
us.
one time. Yeah.
He was an unwanted guest.
He hacks in.
but
It's
didn't he
fine.
open the show? I want to say you had him do an Oscar the Grouch thing where he came out of the trash can. or
hold
something.
on.
Oh, that was just our intro promo.
Yeah,
Well, that
you're
was-
talking about this here.
Yeah, that-
Hi guys, this is Sam Reaper, and you're watching BJ and DG Wrestling Talk Show.
like
Have you?
Great kid.
it doesn't. You know how they say things can exceed the sum of their parts somehow.
Yep.
I know exactly where you're going with it. Yeah.
Yeah, like with Sam Reaper, it's not 3 + 3 = 6. It's 3 × 3 = 9. Dude's got
Yeah.
some weird way of like getting more out of shit. I don't know how to explain it.
It shouldn't work, but it does.
Right?
Yeah, we did.
And
we
he's
saw.
just been progressively getting better and better, especially like, with the opponents he's been facing. Like, yeah, sure, he's been getting squashed a little bit here and there, but you can see that he's advancing and learning so much from these matches.
And he's
And
showing
every
no
time-
fear.
And every time he gets squashed, he's out there at the end of the show like, well, yeah, I really got my ass kicked tonight, with a smile on his face.
I mean, if you're gonna call yourself the Reaper, you got to be a humble guy and you got to be willing to take your punishment. So I have nothing but respect for him. And we were talking about Mikey Whipwreck earlier. There's certain wrestlers
Yep.
where it might not be their calling to be main event of WrestleMania, and star in a movie franchise. But it, sometimes just helping other wrestlers come around and get better,
Yeah.
could be your calling. And I think Sam is someone where whether he main events WrestleMania or not, it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because he's willing to help people. He's willing to help other people, and that goes a long way in the wrestling business.
I mean,
I've
he definitely helped Mother Endless this week at St. Valentina's Day.
Yeah.
After he had a decent match with Kid Legend this past Saturday as well. He came up short on it, but he looked better than he's looked in the last couple weeks.
So
And
I've got one name for you.
He invests money into his outfit too, so that's good.
Got one name for you. Brooklyn Brawler.
That's it.
How many guys has this guy been squashed by? You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. That's an accolade right there. To be squashed by the best.
Yeah. My comparison is Mikey Whipwreck. In ECW, he constantly lost. And then he teamed with Cactus Jack that one time, and it shifted gears for him.
But we haven't gotten there yet.
How about 1, 2, 3 Kid, BJ?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we haven't gotten there. Have we seen Sammy win?
No.
No.
Correct. We haven't.
No.
But I could see it taking that trajectory and working.
Yes. But at this point,
At this
haven't
point,
seen Brolin
future
in
is
this
still
division.
uncertain for Samuel the Reaper.
it's Barry Horowitz, Brooklyn Brawler still. And I hope I don't reignite a fire within him. He still wants my soul. Hopefully he doesn't hack in. Hopefully he's too busy.
I mean,
on
we
the dark
watch
web or whatever.
we watch South Park to watch Kenny get killed every show.
Yeah,
and it never gets old.
Yeah, true.
How many of you guys are actually going to Vegas? Any of you?
I'm hoping to go, but if I make the flight, I'm pulling a homeless Ron and I'm sleeping under the ring.
I'm giving about a 15% chance that I can make it work.
Yeah,
I know I'm not going to be able to make it.
Yeah.
Hey, if anyone wants to buy old action figures or a broken PlayStation 4 or my TV or coffee table or anything, I'm trying to get to Vegas in April.
Hey,
So,
why don't you sell
Sell
your soul to Sammy Reaper for a plane ticket to Vegas?
Dog, his rates are so cheap, dude. I wouldn't even be able to get like. Yeah,
you could stow away in the wheel.
It's neat, dude. all the characters. You know, me and the Backseat used to joke that it's like Springfield.
But just by the way, to let it be clear, Sam Reaper is in our chat.
Oh,
is that him? T3TVA.
Apparently,
that is him.
Sammy, give it up because you're not going to beat him. He is Kid Legend. He's a legend, man.
The last student of Trent Acid.
We know that, you have Mother Endless and Wolfsbane or Feral or whoever that was.
Hellcat.
And then Ursula as well.
Ursula, yeah. He's got a stable now, so now he's kind of got a little bit of a fighting chance.
Let me ask you guys a question. When you were growing up, did you enjoy the good guys or the bad guys more?
I was more of a fan of the bad guys, but there were good guys I liked as well.
Yeah, I was in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up as a fan of the baby faces, but there were a couple of heels that I liked, like Andre, Piper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who was a really good underrated heel was Adrian Adonis.
Yes.
Go watch him and Piper from Mania 3 was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Heel Ric Flair with the Horsemen.
Flair's awesome. Anyway, yeah.
I was kind of a fan of both, but I like the intense baby faces, not the baby face, like Warrior over Hogan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was Demolition, Rick Rude. You know what I mean? Like
Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect.
Yes. I love
Mr. when he came around,
Heel Macho Man was really good too.
Yeah,
I like
Macho King, Yep.
Especially the story with him and Miss Elizabeth and everything. That was very well done to split the mega powers.
But that was like middle school. Once I was in high school and the NWO happened, I was like, this is what I want out of wrestling. Until it wasn't anymore.
The NWO, DX, all that stuff to where you
I
had
didn't
like
say DX. I said NWO.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, who realistically was a heel, but was just representing what everybody wanted to see at that time. And plus, he got to get paid to go to work every week and kick his boss's ass.
Well, keep in mind, The Sopranos were just getting big around the time Austin came out. So that was
anti-hero thing was
just started.
Big.
It just the anti-hero thing just became acceptable. It's like Chef said, when we were in the 80s, you did not cheer for the bad guys. You just didn't do it.
No, but then come the 90s, it's like I'm reading Spawn comics. And,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Spawn.
Exactly.
The Punisher started becoming bigger at that point. Somebody else who's a big anti-hero, Venom.
Well, I think the fans started realizing that the wrestlers were acting too, because once they admitted there was no kayfabe and it became an art, it's like watching a guy on television kill another guy on television.
And it wasn't so much the curtain call as it was the dawn of the internet era.
Oh yeah, social. So it's
the curtain call didn't help. But
no.
the
But
internet.
at least the curtain call at least was at a house show, and that's something that footage should have never been seen of. It should have just been rumblings from the fans that were there.
But the internet.
Yeah, it's funny you bring that up though, because yesterday I was interviewed by somebody who does occasionally come in our chats on our Sunday shows, Captain Heel. Did about an hour-long interview with him. That'll be coming out tomorrow night on his YouTube channel. So definitely go check that out, please. But that was one of the things we talked. Yeah, right. My bad. Were we not putting you over enough?
It sure did.
It wandered back indeed. But yeah, that was a subject we kind of touched on, you know. And for everybody, it's kind of different. The older fans, it's when Sheik and Hacksaw Jim Duggan got pulled over in a car together.
I remember that.
That was the beginning of the end for kayfabe.
Yes, it was, and that was on the Jersey State Parkway.
Yeah, that was Jersey.
That's what it all went. Oh God! I wish we had footage of that. I say I want footage of Shia LaBeouf versus Tom Hardy. I want footage of
Hacksaw and Duggan getting pulled over.
Oh, we need. If only they had cop cams back then.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
Just use
That's
AI
okay.
to make it.
We can recreate it in AI. Yeah, that's not.
It'll be an AI cartoon. I'm calling Tarzan as soon as we're done on here.
Yeah, no, we could just make AI cartoons of like wrestling history and like
things
that happened, but we don't know about, like the plane ride from hell. And
but yeah, it was with the interview. Absolutely loved it. It was a great experience. It was kind of weird just being on the other end for the very first time because nobody's really interviewed me before. So it was cool to get to talk about the channel, got to talk about the Pro Wrestling Star Academy, my experiences there and everything. Got to talk about SPO, PWU, and then just talk other wrestling stuff from one content creator to another.
Content creator. You can also be a content creator. Either way, it works.
all right, Sammy Reaper's saying something. What is this?
He liked Ric Flair.
Woo!
I could
Leave
see
it to the soulless individuals to agree on something.
I would have thought Vampiro, but you know.
Vampiro, yeah, even maybe a little bit of Gold Dust too, like without the. Taker.
Mortis. He had his heel moments.
Mortis was good.
Yeah, Undertaker for me. Peak Undertaker was Ministry Taker.
I like Gray Spats.
I mean, Kid Rock Taker was the worst.
Yeah, anything other than Biker Taker.
I didn't like it either. I like him with
Biker Taker should have never happened. And that happened at a time when like everything was bad. Like the invasion was happening when it's like, oh my God, all these guys are they're not writing it.
Oh, and then you have DDP stalking his wife at the time.
Yeah, well, American Badass.
Real. It was too real on one channel to be too fake on the other. It used to drive me crazy watching it.
Yeah.
I used to get so mad. Like, why are they not? Why is WWF not learning to make it more real? Because that's what people want on the other channel. And then they finally did learn to do that.
Reality era.
You know, think about it. WWE lost for how long? 86 weeks or some shit?
83 weeks.
Yeah, it was
83
years.
Yeah. Up until Mick Foley winning the title on the infamous Nitro because Raw was recorded that week where Tony Schiavone's like, well, Mick Foley's going to win the world title over in the other company. That'll certainly put butts in seats.
I was one of those guys that was like, oh, really? And after the match, I switched over. And I don't know if it... We had a friend group on Monday nights who would sit there. It was Chinese food and wrestling. And it really disappoints me that my local Chinese food that I can walk to is closed on Mondays because I want to relive that. But yeah, no, I would have like 6-7 dudes there, and like it was always who's got the remote. Okay, commercial flip, you know. But when that happened, we were like, okay, whatever happens here, we're going. And it was a turning point in the friend group. It took longer for some of us than others, but like, yeah, like. That was, and not just the announcement of what was going on over there, but what actually happened over here. You know, like that was like a oh wow, like something clicked.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. I liked seeing you guys, like how you guys have evolved and gotten better over time. Like, the BJ that I met at the firehouse, you know,
Oh
you
no, I've come a long way.
you have. You guys all have. You've
Yeah.
all upped your games a lot. And I hear that saying, oh, 1% better every day. I think that's a crazy estimation. Who knows how many percent better you are every day, but as long as you get better, it doesn't matter what percent. And you
Yeah.
guys have all done that, all of you, and it's
Oh,
happened so
absolutely.
rapidly,
Thank
and
you. Thank you for saying.
I would not feel comfortable getting back in the ring if it wasn't for so many people like you guys that I feel actually are helping batten down the hatches so that I can be in the ring where I need to be right now. That's
Hey, well,
huge.
well, Johnny, man, you made us.
You made yourselves. I may have given you guys.
Mm-mm.
I provided the
Mhm.
walls so you guys were protected from the outside forces.
Okay,
Well, I did.
I suggested us. DG said, "Let's do this." It was your green light and your phone call before our first stream, where it's like, if you guys are going to do this, like, what angle you coming from? Are you going to do this right? We got your approval. You told us a couple things you would like us to say, and you sat back and watched it happen. And I don't know how your reaction was then. You know what I mean? But it was that support to begin with, and your support since then. Like a lot of people don't know. Like you've helped us a lot.
Yeah. One thing I remember you saying to us in that phone call was, "Hey, if you think I make it look easy when I'm doing Spocast, it's really not." And just us even thinking like, "Oh, this is probably going to bomb," but we're going to have fun doing it. And it didn't bomb. Everybody, you and everybody else on Spocast at the time and across the board had positive remarks about it. And from where it's grown from just doing it on his channel to creating our own channel and everything, Spocast was one of the big inspirations of that for me.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, just as the idea of one of your guys' gimmicks on there that we kind of stole, flashing up, calling people marks, something that we've wanted to keep alive just for that.
Yeah, you planted the seeds for
that.
this.
Yeah, and I have a big Mark match coming up in Vegas. It's perfect. Timing's perfect for all this. There it is. They should just write Mark Knight Deathmatch. That's what we're going to call it.
But no, to always have the support of you and everybody else. It's always going to be thank you for us for that, because it's also a motivation knowing that we have that support.
Just keep making everyone proud, man.
You know what? Why am I giving Johnny props? It was Eddie Ray.
That's
Ray.
right.
This all happened because of Eddie Ray.
Yeah, but where's he been since then?
We'll remind you.
Sell him
He's
beer.
our lazy agent.
Man, you gotta be around to be the agent. He's just lazy.
I have the Nightmares jersey that he gave me. I love that.
Hell
jersey.
yeah, dude! I wore that the whole day up until they were like, "All right, we're gonna give it to Johnny." I was like, "Cool."
Oh, I didn't know that. No wonder.
Yeah.
No wonder it smells like alcohol. No wonder. Someone lit a cigarette near me, and I went up in flames.
Eddie was feeding me beers that night.
That's what happens. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah.
Was watching you guys do Spocast, and then us just being general wrestling fans, knowing that we're going to all these shows and there's nobody else talking about it. You're getting on once a week to talk about, maybe having some time to talk about the previous show, but then you gotta move on to promoting the next show. To where we can sit down and go in depth about it from a fan perspective.
My pitch to DG was like, no one's talking about this. Somebody has to. Let's do it. Him with no experience on camera.
Oh, how nervous I used to get. Compared to now. I'm on here early, getting everything uploaded, doing all this other stuff, and I'm just like, just seeing it, how we've grown and the payoff of it.
Dude, I
You
watch
know?
the first episode every once in a while, and I'm like, oh my god, cringe, but at the same time, like, that's awesome.
You know, and to a point that not once but twice we got to host a preview show on Spodcast.
Oh yeah,
And be a part of all that.
You
You
not
know-
just your devices. You've tuned into the right channel. This is
We have a history. It's weird to think we have a history like this. I like it.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing.
And whether it's being at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy or doing this, you know, this was the avenue for me to start living that dream of being there and doing what I do. And it's all grown just from being a fan. You know, and I'll never be able to thank anybody enough for allowing me in what capacity I can do to be able to live my dream.
Dude, fandom. If it wasn't for people you may know on Facebook and me seeing that cage in the background that I live streamed back in, what was it, March, April of 24?
23, yeah.
April.
No, 23.
Just
that
me,
was 24.
Just me seeing
starting shit.
Yeah, just me seeing that cage on the in the background of the people you may know, and then me seeing you at the show. I was like, "You're Mike, right?" Yeah. You pop up on my people you may know with the cage in the background. Blah 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 blah. And what was it? A month and a half later, we're doing a show promoting SPO. But
and not only that, the only deathmatch SPO show that has happened.
Well, it was me versus Homicide in that death match. Do you know a kid ran up to the ring when I was in the ring and tried to hand me a staple gun?
No, that was the first show. We missed that. We weren't at the first.
The original, yeah. The
Wow.
one I
That's
heard,
crazy.
the one I heard Tommy Dreamer promoting, and he never said the state. So when he said Burlington, I know he always does up north like Vermont, and I constantly just thought Burlington, Vermont, not Burlington, New Jersey.
Oh, not 10 minutes from me? Okay, cool.
Oh, in the chat.
I was waiting for the Rick Blade appearance.
Effing Blade.
What's up, Rick? Good to see you, man.
I love
It's
Rick
5
Blade.
line mark.
Blade. You didn't hear me earlier when I said every night when I go to bed
fine.
and I thank God for Rick Blade. What did I say? I throw in someone else now too.
Mark, Lucky 13.
Yep.
Lucky 13. Yes, we're very thankful for Rick Blade and Lucky 13. Every night before we go to bed, we thank the
But the
gods
way you
for those
said
two.
lucky was a little like, and lucky.
Yeah, and lucky. Why not?
That
Somebody
comes from
has
years
to.
of your parents being watching you pray and being like, and lucky.
Did you guys see Rick Blade? Did you see Rick Blade versus Joey Janela at Harris for
Front
GCW?
I was there.
We were there.
Not front row, standing room, but pretty much front row.
Yeah.
The three
Yeah,
of us
amazing
went.
match.
Chef couldn't make it.
Here is a play-by-play of my reaction. Oh, cool. Rick's coming out with the belt. Oh, he handed the belt to the referee. Rick's defending the title. How cool is that
Rick's
this is
gonna lose
happening
the
on
belt.
Triller? And then the next thing you know, my jaw drops and did Rick just lose the belt? And did Joey's promo afterwards talking about, I go on LimeWire to look up Owen Hart's fall, and here I come across Rick effing Blade jumping off something. Like, that
And you know
sounds
what?
about right.
I said it on last week's show. That made it all right. Rick Blade just lost the belt, but that promo made everything okay. The fact that Joey Janela is going to defend that across the Indies, amazing. You know what I mean? That's huge for SPO. That's our PWU SPO. That's huge for all.
Guys, no one's asking the real question. Why was Joey Janela looking up to Owen Hart fall? Good Lord, let's not do that. Let's not
everybody,
encourage that kind of behavior.
everybody,
LimeWire. So
I don't
everybody
wanna
wants to see it.
Kids who
Everybody-
were faces of death.
Well, not everybody, but just
No
because
interest.
it's in the vault and no one will ever see it, so people want to see it. Dude, I come across people at shows and they're like, "Oh yeah, I got the Owen footage." You don't. Like, can
Remember,
I go
what was it called?
inside?
Faces of Death? Was it Faces
Yeah,
of Death when we were
Faces
kids?
of Death.
That was if you even knew someone that had a copy of that video back in the day, that was the most badass human being on earth.
Oh yeah. We viewed that at my house many times. It was very disturbing
Well,
for
think of the
a
odds.
15-year-old.
Think
You
of the
wanna-
odds. You had to have a camcorder, a big ass camcorder, like on your shoulders at the moment someone was dying, and you
Right.
had to catch enough of these to put them together to make a full length movie.
Yeah.
They admitted later that it was all staged.
You're kidding.
No.
Just kill me now.
There was the website.
You
Though. There
can't,
was a
even
website
Faces
that
of Death you can't count on anymore.
And that's before AI.
Right.
Sorry.
Anyway, thank you guys for letting me have the opportunity to come on and say all this stuff.
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
April
Johnny.
15th, You versus Face as part of the event with Hybrid and PWU at the Collective in Las Vegas.
In
You know,
Harris.
yeah. Yeah.
Come on, Jeff.
This is just going to be crazy. I'm not going to talk
What are you
anymore.
doing?
You guys talk.
Oh, it's going to be an amazing show in Vegas. Really looking forward to it, whether I'm there or I am home watching it on TV.
And, you know, Mike Hamilton helped teach people like me and Robbie how to run casinos properly. It's not easy to run a casino, guys. So the fact that Mike, you know, is on board with this with Hybrid it means the world to me. Hybrid's like a sister company to me. Hybrid's in the family of, you know, I'm like a brand collector. I love collecting logos and brands like the Backseat brand, the Blackout brand, you know, the Hybrid brand, the PW, the SPO. That's like my little OCD is collecting those.
So you don't collect the action figures, you collect the arenas.
Right, now I do, yeah.
You're like Thanos, but for NFTs.
That's what I am, exactly. Exactly.
But I think I can speak for everybody here. It's an absolute honor having you on tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Something that's been a long time
was mine.
coming.
Yeah, it has been. I don't like going on shows just to talk about myself and put myself over and self-aggrandize. I prefer to let other people do that on my behalf when I'm not around. So that's one of the reasons I didn't want to come on up until now, because I didn't have anything. You know, you don't see celebrities going on, you know, Jimmy Kimmel unless they have a movie coming up to plug. You don't just go on to sit and talk to Jimmy. Right. You know, so I didn't want to do that to you guys, and I wanted you guys, you know, use your show to push people that have something to push right now, not give me a gift and let me come on and use your resources when I don't really have anything to push. So, but when I do have something to push, you're going to hear from me and I'm going to come on. So
even still, Johnny, you are always welcome. Always welcome at any time. Yeah. Even if you're just sitting on the couch one day, you're just like, I just want to pop on and say hi. Like, yeah, no, it's awesome always to see you. You know what I mean? You're such a ball of energy, and it's just amazing to see what you have done with everything, going from, like, you know, where my first show was the Gloucester, you know, over at the Firehouse with the cage match outside because of Eddie, to where I'm going to the shows every single Friday. Well, I didn't know about it prior to Eddie. Just was like, dude, you gotta come, and I'm like, all right, dude, I'll come.
Same. Eddie got me there the same way.
Well, like, I mean, now, like I said earlier, these shows, you know, the Friday shows, the Saturday shows, it's all something to look forward to, and just seeing the community that's existing. And how many, like, new up and comers are coming about. Like, you know, one of my favorites that's going on right now is Billy Gold. Like, I love Billy Gold. That's my dude. And so, like, I wouldn't know of him prior to, you know, seeing him at SPO, where at first when he started, I was booing him, you know. He was out there with Lavari and Rulo.
You had mentioned community, and I'd never felt more of a sense in community with the wrestling friends that I have made than going to that GCW show and how deep SPO and PWU was rolling. Like, we were a dozen deep, and, you know, it felt good. It was like,
we were all in our little corner of the room and everything. Like, it was absolutely amazing.
I said at one point to DJ, or maybe it was Pete, I was like, imagine if someone messed with us right now.
It's
I
going to
love that
be
you
a
guys
battle
were all
royal.
segregated. You guys were segregated, not playing well with others.
Oh no, we were fine. We were
All right.
We're
That's
class
all I
act
need.
anymore.
You
It
know,
depends
That's all
on
I need.
it
I
depends
got
on
to
if
go
we hit a
around
brewery
shit.
first.
Yeah.
But we're
Johnny,
class
your people don't know how to act.
Hey, won't nobody say that about me? Because I went around, shook hands, and everything.
Oh yeah, kiss babies. It was crazy.
Now,
Awesome.
if there were babies at that show, they shouldn't have been there. They might have gotten used as a weapon.
Well, there was a 14-year-old there. That's the closest I knew to a baby.
Yeah. Well, hopefully
no,
we'll run there again and get the mayor of Chester involved again because I love Chester. I miss him.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorite moments for us was when I think it was when Rick Blade won the title and we're sitting next to the mayor when that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rick Blade had Tone Love, the recording artist, with him.
Yeah.
You know, Rick Blade demands things like that. He says, like, look, you know, need to be main event. It's got to be a title on the line. I need a recording artist to walk me to the ring.
That was the shot.
Yeah.
God, he's so bougie.
He is very bougie. Very bougie.
Rick Bougie Blade.
But no,
it goes back to me, him, and Trent and Nick Mondo. Back then it started.
Yeah. Just to go
My
back
old
with
favorites.
something BJ said real quick about the community of everything. And it's something I remember you guys talking about on Spokecast one time. I think it was you, the Backseats, and Donnie B. And you were talking about how everything has grown from the beginning. And Donnie B even said it was you planted the seed for this, and now look at what's branched out. Us doing the preview and review shows and being a part of stuff, posting footage and stuff like that and everything. And to see now, 2.5, 3 years later, what everything's grown into now.
Also, we made advocates.
Yes, the Simon Gotch advocate theory.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's great. Yeah. I still stay in touch with him. Simon's someone that we got to bring him around more.
We got to get him back to Jersey. Such an amazing guy, such a class act, amazing in the ring, dude. I don't care if he doesn't even wrestle; he just does a seminar and like a meet and greet. I don't care,
right,
dude. He brings value to any promotion.
I agree.
I
agree. And we're working on it. Believe me, we're working on it. We see the value. It's obvious. So we're gonna try to get Simon Gotch back.
His match with Gulak. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Exactly.
That's a match that Vince booked out on booking.
Yeah.
Well, there's a master splinter to Gotch and to Blade, where they can actually start helping guide the younger guys. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I think that's the next iteration of PW is me and my crew helping the Sam Reapers of the world. And
it's already been a very good blend of old school talent and up and comers from SPO, from the minor league of SPO.
Right. And we're getting more women wrestlers too. And that's a big part of the Backseat Boys and Amadeus, you know, and Mike Hamilton. They all have real, I don't know what the word is, love for women's wrestling. They genuinely like it. So I think that's one of the reasons that you're starting to see more women's wrestling. And PW, let's be honest. I mean, it was started by a tag team, me and Trent, the Backseat Boys. It was brought back by a tag team, me and the Backseat Boys, right? So, you know, I kind of feel like tag team wrestling is a cookie we lick on a cookie tray. You know, if anyone has the right to put out the best tag team wrestling, it's us.
Yes.
And I think Pro Wrestling Unplugged is going to start rededicating itself down the line to good tag team wrestling, good women's wrestling, and then you know, we're going to slide back into your DMs. Your death matches.
I mean,
listen, man, I was super stoked to see the Rep back in action. You know, I mean,
oh my god!
When it came out that Friday night, I was like, "What?"
And just
Like
let's look
the
at the
Rep?
recognition of the current tag team division. You got teams like the Silk City Kings, and then you have a team, the Shot Callers, who were extras on Monday Night Raw last week.
Oh yeah,
and they're the champions.
Fun.
Yeah, and they're current PWU/SPO tag team champions, since that is the only set of tag team championships at the moment.
Oh
That's
yeah,
right. We have Blackout. We got Blackout. We got still have the Backseat Boys. We have the Dolphin Funeral. Do you know those guys? Julesy and Rulo.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Julesy and Rulo. Yeah.
I know those wrestlers. I didn't know they had a tag team.
Yeah, they have a tag team thing, and then we got Controlled Chaos.
Don't forget Silk City Kings.
Yeah, I mentioned Silk City Kings.
Oh, sorry.
Let me ask you guys a question, and this isn't happening. It's just a question. Could you see Controlled Chaos and Kid Legend with like Blade as like their master splinter?
Go Power Rangers!
Yes,
because they had the outfits on Friday. Controlled Chaos, Blue Ranger, Red Ranger. You know, Kid Legends, the Green Ranger. Like, let's come on, and like Blade just. Yeah, being that splinter, like absolutely.
Only
incredible stable.
Only if he really plays up that splinter and he's just like quiet and solemn, and like they'll be like talking to him, and he's like,
yeah,
and it's like 4 words, and then he just goes back to like silence.
Eating right out of the Chinese food container with chopsticks too. We'll have him.
Yeah.
That'll be Rick Wade.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll be sitting Indian style.
There it is. There it is.
Power Rangers.
That's
and
a great picture.
Ginger.
That is a great picture.
I see 2 Red Rangers.
No, that's a Red Ranger and an Orange Ranger.
You're seeing Ginger Ranger.
The Ginger Ranger.
Look at Keith's hair, dude. Dude, it's Vince Neil.
Yeah. Dude, 4 times at least that I can think of, I've been mistaken for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
It happens.
Legitly.
Did Isaac do that?
I wasn't going to name the wrestler, but you just did.
It was Isaac.
Tell him what he said, though. Tell him what he said, because this is the best part.
Dude, I love your Power Rangers gimmick. I'd love to work with you.
God bless. He probably didn't have his glasses on.
No, he didn't. And what ran through my head was like, I've never seen an episode of Power Rangers in my life.
Neither have I.
Do you think I'm talent? Do you think I'm Keith?
I've never seen it either.
I think that was my response. Do you think I'm Keith?
Well, then there's the one lady who works along the ringside, or she used to do
the little ball of
short energy.
Yeah,
Nicole.
Yeah, she. Well, not Nicole.
No, not Nicole.
There was another girl who used to do the camera work. She did it at the Gloucester Firehouse show. I don't know her name.
She's hands. She does whatever.
Vinny?
Oh, Vinny. Yeah.
Yeah. So
what about her?
So she's sitting there. Or she's
I'm wearing a Kid Legend shirt at this point. Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah. No, and she's just like, oh my God, I can't wait to see you in a match. You know, like, look, great to see you, kid. And like BJ runs off to the bathroom, and I'm like, that was BJ, right? She's like, no, that was Kid Legend. I'm like, no, it was BJ drinks beers. Like,
and then I'm pretty sure the concession staff thinks I'm Kid Legend, because
probably
I went up one day and ordered a couple hot dogs, and they were like, why didn't you tell us you were a worker? I was like, and just like playing along, I'm like, I don't know, I like to pay full price, I like to support. And they're like, $1. And I was like,
oh my gosh.
Okay. And I was like, I can't take advantage of this. I'm not. So I haven't been back to the concession stand. And that was like 6 weeks ago.
So you're just buying Girl Scout cookies and eating them at the shows? Is that what's
That was
happening
around
now?
the same time that the Pharisees started bringing the Girl Scout cookies, and it kind of worked out
Pharisees?
that way. Yeah.
The Pharisees started bringing the Girl Scout cookies? Is that what you said?
like a plural.
How dare you?
Pharisees. So that the concession stand is its own little ecosystem.
The hole in
like
the wall.
it should have its own. It should have its own like Unreal. What's that show WWF has? That WWE has
Unreal.
We're gonna do it for the concession staff. We got
SPO.
We got Kathy Fitzpatrick back there. Let me tell you something, man.
PWSA Unreal.
there's more action in the concession area. And let's be honest, the bathrooms are just going to have to be condemned and closed. God knows what goes on in those bathrooms. Out. That's it. That's where we can have locker rooms in there.
We need those bathrooms because BJ and I go to the breweries before we come to the show. Break the seal, like, you know what I mean?
I think it's great we have a urinal. That's amazing. Like, that's how you know you've made it in life. Like, your business has a urinal in it. It's like, yeah, hell yeah.
Hey, it doesn't have a urinal mint in it though yet. It doesn't have a urinal key.
When they signed the building, I think Mitch called me. He said, "Johnny, we got the building." I said, "Urinal?"
Yeah, in the middle of the summer, that was the exact conversation, you know.
He said, "Yes." I said, "Holy Mary, Mother of God."
I can't be urinating in a toilet.
We made it to the big time.
God bless the Star Academy. I love it.
Which,
yes,
March 5th, we'll be doing a open house from 6 to 8.
I don't have any business being there that night, but I think I'm going to have to split my shift so I can get there.
That would be awesome. That'd be awesome.
What exactly is what's happening? Like, what is it?
Open house.
I believe that open house for people to be able to come in, see what training with the train to be a wrestler is all about.
Okay.
Right. And it's also could be like a press conference too. Like, we can make announcements. We may have a match that we want to announce, or a contract signing, or awards that might be handed out, things like that.
Then it feels like your official social media team should be there.
I agree. They should absolutely be there.
Yeah. I'll
book your flight right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a curtain or anything to pull back at the moment, but I'm assuming I will be there. Usually for anything at the school.
People that want to do tryouts, that they're not sure they, just because you think you want to be a wrestler, nothing in your brain prepares you for the actual experience until you get out there and do it. So. Yeah. You can go your whole life saying, I know I want to be a wrestler. And then when you go for your tryout, you say, "Oh, I didn't realize it was going to hurt." Like, no, never mind. I can't do it.
Here's me over here. Like, I know it's going to hurt, but like, just at this age, I just want to see how much.
So just real quick,
you're Kid Legend. You can get away with that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm in better shape than him now.
Whatever you want, kid.
I would take the shirt off. But,
yeah. BJ Fitness.
That's right.
Actually,
I'm not sure if that PG.
That would go viral, by the way.
Wait, hold on. Point of order. BJ.
No pun intended on viral.
know if that's PG.
BJ, if you had to have a match, who would you want your first opponent to be in SPO or PWU?
Sam Reaper, hands down.
Boom.
There's Sam Reaper's first win.
How about this? The grand opening PWU show, Ron the Truth Killings wrestled. Swear to God.
Nice.
Wow. And that was him. Wasn't that him just now?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
He was on the show. Yep. He was on it. He was as Ron Killings would have been his name.
Wow.
So,
that was back when he was in TNA, right?
Yes. Yeah. We had him. We had, I think, Abyss worked with us back then.
No way. Joseph Clark or
Sonny Siaki.
Chris Clark.
A couple others. Yeah, we did a lot with Jeremy Borash. We did a lot with TNA back when they first started. Elix Skipper, we had to do a seminar,
Right.
and he was in the Crazy 8.
I saw him in the Crazy 8. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we have it for, as you know, we do prediction streams for all the big PWU shows and stuff like that. We had Billy Gold on 2 weeks ago now. And, well, the loser at the bottom of the rankings has to take a chop from the now SPO heavyweight champion, Billboard Billy Gold.
Wow.
So next week, when we do predictions for Mad Love, we have to make sure we're on our game.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Now
it's
we
like,
have consequences.
It's like the original Ghostbusters when just a couple of wavy lines and he's zapping you.
You are really not good at this, are you?
Yeah, right.
I've taken a couple chops from Eddie Ray, and having done that, I'm not confident that I'll be able to handle his gun chop.
There's a sentence I never thought I'd hear on this podcast.
I mean, I've taken a guitar shot
I'm not the
before,
only
and I'm
one.
not sure about Billy's chop.
I'm not the only one. Pete's taking chops from Eddie Ray.
I took a chop from Sam Reaper, but I just thought a mosquito bit me or something.
Oh. Them's fighting words.
Back in my day, chops were sacred. Marks
By the way,
Marks
Sam.
didn't throw chops in my day. Sorry.
Sam, if I can get myself in shape and get myself trained, let's do it.
I would do that.
Boom.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Don't tempt me. I'll train you. I'll train you.
Well,
Get you right. You can do the Michael. You can have the quote unquote Michael Cole WrestleMania match. So like,
I'm about it.
all right,
Let's do
we'll
it.
work on it. We'll work on it. Look, Danger
Sam,
Ginger's crying right now. Left.
I'm not really worried
Why
that
did
much
he-
about
Why
getting
did he
in
pick
shape.
me?
I'm not really worried about getting in shape because in my shape now, I feel like it wouldn't take much work to get where I need to be. It's more so about the training, but let's give it a year.
Training would get you in shape.
All right.
Let's give it
So
a
you're
year.
delusional. That's good. At least you're starting with delusion. That'll get you. That'll get you real fast where you need to go.
Doug,
gotta
you
be
know,
half delusional to be.
you know I
yeah,
work a
good.
physical job. Like, yeah, I drink a lot of beer, but
Just do death matches. Just do death matches.
I'd rather be on the technical side of things.
A canal,
Sammy versus BJ in a death match, a graveyard
Canals
death
liquor.
match.
The Canals liquor
store
refrigerator death match.
Oh, we can
that's a
rent
lot
out
of
the back
broken
for that.
glass.
That's not a big deal. We can do that.
That'd be over.
It'll just be weird working Monday morning and like mopping up my blood.
Where's
does
Ginger?
this.
Is he real? Is he mad that we're training BJ and he's not?
No, he just disappears every so often.
It's like his equivalent of taking his ball and going home. He's like,
He's disciplining his dog. I think he had to pee. No, he's back. He's back.
now when he
He's
comes
he's
back,
right
when
here.
he comes back,
He's
let's
here.
tell him you're already trained. Yeah.
But we can't do
All right.
that.
So BJ, that's your training. You're now trained to be a wrestler. Good job. Way to pay attention.
Oh, another
Mad Love.
hey,
February
welcome,
21st. BJ versus Sam Reaper.
welcome to the graduating the Johnny Kashmere crash course of being a pro wrestler. I have also
right.
taken that course.
That's right. The podcast. I train people via podcast how to be a pro wrestler. I make
Let
so
me
much
see you
money.
fall. Okay,
Yeah,
that was
that's it.
good.
That's it.
So I got a printable PDF certificate.
Tarzan will show up at your house with a crash pad. Johnny
I'm in an
Kashmere.
upstairs apartment.
Dude, that's
That's
the next thing, by the way. That's the next thing. All the wrestlers at PW are all going to be broke and living at the school together. It's going to be like a
reality
compound.
show.
It's like a starship. It's like the Starship
Reality
Enterprise.
show. Yeah.
Just make bunk beds.
Yeah, that's all we need.
I mean,
That'll
you
be a
already got
weird-
cameras. You could just turn it into Big Brother.
That'll be a weird turn for this channel reporting on that.
Yep.
No, that's cool.
Yep. The Investigation Discovery Network will be happy to live feed it.
I mean, I don't have the photo uploaded on here at the moment,
Oh, shit.
but there is a photo floating around of us with the Silver Tag Team Championships. I'm just saying.
We don't have it loaded up. How do we not have that?
There's
loaded
also
up?
pictures
Because
of
we-
Velcro and Tay-Rock. Velcro and Tay-Rock
with
have
those
pictures with
belts.
titles that don't mean shit.
We sometimes go live and just don't appear. It's just that on the screen the whole time.
No.
We have that-
One of us had to take it off for something, I think.
Well, let's delete something. So we can get that back on.
Well, thanks for letting me get all the plugging in, guys. All the
Thank
unplugged.
you.
Everything is officially unplugged. I appreciate it.
All right,
Wrestling
power
is
down.
fun.
We're out of here.
Listen, the
But
fact
no,
that you
they-
said this 20, 30 minutes ago, you're like, all right, guys, I'm leaving. And then you hung out and still chatted with us. We love you, Johnny.
It's been fun, man. I'm
Yeah,
enjoying
no-
it. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, we love you.
No, we appreciate you.
Just remember, you
Reaching
guys,
out.
Chef is now and always will be my favorite. It's just how it is. I'm sorry.
We get it.
Thank
Well,
you, Johnny.
It happens.
now I know how to take the ratings instantly.
Yeah. Man, I didn't even do it.
Get him away from me.
Outta here.
Further. Thank you.
Ratings take. I just got us canceled. My
Oh,
job is
great.
complete. I
This
can go to
is great.
sleep happy tonight.
Chef,
Okay.
we can walk into the canceled oblivion together.
Yes. Yes.
I love it. Being canceled is a horizon that's always receding. Eventually, we'll get there.
Like my hairline.
Thanks,
But no,
you guys.
we do truly appreciate you making the time to come on and wanting to be on the show to talk about everything happening. We went way over what we normally would. Not a lot of time really left.
We're
So
fine.
if you're leaving, we'll just run down a couple things from this past week, do some promoting for upcoming shows, and then we'll get
Go ahead.
ourselves off of here as well.
Go ahead. You guys enjoy yourselves.
Thank you,
Johnny,
Johnny.
always a
See you
pleasure.
guys.
Thank you
God
so
bless.
much.
Thank you.
Great
We'll
seeing you,
see
dog.
you soon.
And everybody, that was Johnny Kashmere.
Original Backseat. Kashmere CCW original and just all around.
Was signed to ECW, but then they sold the next week, so we never
Yeah.
stayed for a week, and then they sold.
Hey, these things happen. What you gonna do?
And Trent.
So then you go and you make your own federation and you do your own thing.
Yeah. I don't want to get us caught up with doing footage as well, so we'll just run down some of the stuff from this past weekend.
In fact, there's footage that would kind of be mandatory if we weren't over right now of the championship match last week. Stay tuned to the BJ and DG Talk Wrestling Instagram for footage of that match.
Yeah, and then as always, you can go subscribe via this link, this QR code right here, and subscribe to the SPO Wrestling YouTube channel and be able to go watch the show back in all its full glory. You get to see the Tarzan cartoons we were talking about earlier. Damn, you need a magnifying glass, bro? I see you in the little box at the bottom.
No, I can see the SPO, but I'm trying to see. Oh, it's me now. Never mind.
But yeah,
just
I was
trying
trying
to
to
look around.
Close into your own eyes.
Those weren't the only other letters in there. I was trying to find the other letters and see if there was a hidden message.
But yeah, just run
Tuna is a
down.
sailboat.
Just run down some results real quick from this past Friday's SPO show. We had Nigel Carter take on and defeat Caleb Walsh, who was his first time performing at the school. We had KTB return and 3-on-1 handicap match. Take out the original MF, as I'm looking at my notes here. I can't read the second name, and then Rio Roman. Like I can't even read my own notes.
Oh, DG.
And then we had a fatal 4-way match with Tarzan Duran defeating Ricky Harway, which was his first time.
Right.
Ethan Rose and Pedro Pablo, which that was a fun, entertaining match, I must say. And one of the other guys that were there, or just have disappeared off the face of the earth. and I can make guess why.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And then a couple hours.
We
Seals
had
have to be broken.
yeah. I'm assuming BJ already did that at one point.
Yeah. Oh, that was like my fourth time. Yeah.
And then we had a PWU Silver Championship match with Pat Dynamite retaining over James Gray, which was a really good match, I thought.
James Gray is amazing, man. I love watching that kid wrestle. You know what I mean? Like, he's just so technical, but also, like, he busts out some funny one-liners here and there. You know what I mean? He's got a great personality, and, like, he throws down in the ring super well.
Yeah. We had a segment with, a match that Isaac Scythe, I think it was Isaac Scythe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
with JP, right?
Yeah, Sam Reaper. And,
Oh no, it wasn't Isaac.
No, that was the week before, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the week before. It was. I didn't recognize this guy.
Cameron Pierce. I think his name was Cameron Pierce. I'm sorry. And Sam Reaper and JP and Jay George end up coming out. It turns into a tag team match.
Yeah,
JP
Cameron
and
Pierce
Jay George
Reaper
come out on top.
Yeah.
Yep, we have Age Orsini still politicking to get a shot at being commissioner. A conversation we had last week about Dom Montoya maybe abusing his power, maybe not. People are just pushing him over the edge, So if they want to come big, hey, when you go to arm a nuke, what do you expect the other side to do? We had Death Cult versus Malik Machiavelli, which ended in injury. The referee had to throw up the X.
Ooh. Never want to see that.
No, we had Control Chaos defeating Alonzo Russo and Jordan Griffin.
Great match.
That was a great match.
Yeah, and then as we kind of talked about earlier, Billboard Billy Gold, our new SPO champion, defeating Alex Rivera for that championship. And then we showed what happened afterwards. So just to break that down real quick, Alex tried to use the belt as a weapon. Danny, who they go way back, who was the referee of that match, stopped him from using it, which led kind of to him losing the title, but that's on Alex for going and grabbing that championship belt and starting that whole thing to begin with.
Exactly.
Ooh. And then, which led to Alex kind of playing it off, hugging him. They hugged, and that clothesline, and then him choking him out, and Billy Gold and the rest of some of the locker room coming out to split that up. Oh, and we do have this awesome moment from the JP promo. Oh, why is there... All right, so the audio has just disappeared out of everything.
While you handle that, stay tuned,
Yeah.
like I said, to BJ and DG Talk Wrestling on Instagram and Facebook as well. There will be a post dropping by the end of the week of a highlight package from the Alex Rivera and Billboard Bill Gold match.
Yes. There is footage, and it does exist.
I just am lazy when it comes to editing.
And then we also had APP Valentina's Day this weekend as well.
Yeah, that was amazing, man. I don't know how long it's been since they've had a previous show. I know they said it's been a little bit.
Yeah.
But dude, that was a heavy hitting show. I loved it.
Show. Yeah.
I was blown away. And it was nice to see some faces that I was truly not familiar with. You know what I mean? Like a couple people in the card I recognized, but there was a good majority where I'm like, I'm not familiar with this person's work.
I added a couple names to my mark list.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Tone Bennett. I started following him. He was in the mixed tag match. And dude, that kid's a powerhouse. I can't wait to see what he does next.
Yeah, we did kind of touch on Sam Reaper and Kid Legend earlier. They had a match on that show. Yeah. Kid Legend picking up the win there. Valerie and Samwell in a losing effort to Becca Wiley and Tony Bennett, which that was a fun opening match.
Hold on, you can't mention Reaper and Kid Legend without mentioning the weird interference.
It really wasn't interference as more of... Oh, what the was that?
Yeah, Hellcat coming out with the distraction. Yeah, that was a bit out. I was like, who the heck is this?
It was definitely a WTF moment.
Yeah. And then we had Cade and Michael Mistrata taking on Control Chaos. Control Chaos picking up the victory there. And this was a nice long tag team match. These teams really went at it.
Oh, yeah. I was actually really impressed with Mistrata.
Yeah.
He actually, for being a new name and someone that I haven't seen before, I was impressed.
This was my match of the night. Like, I was just blown away because both sides, like, normally when Control Chaos comes into the equation, like, they're fast hitting, they're on the attack, they really topple their opponents pretty quickly. But Cade and Michael, like, Kane alone, like that dude is a behemoth. So like he was
Oh,
getting
yeah.
a lot of stops to all that quickness. He's
Yeah.
like, nope, nope, nope. He's like, catching, like it's like a Dark Side catching the Flash. I mean, just like, and like, yeah, and then Mastrada, yeah, he was throwing that. Like, I don't know if they've worked together in a tag team before, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did because they had almost as good of chemistry as Control Chaos had. Like it was such a back and forth match.
Yeah, it was a fun match to watch, to say the least.
But
And,
controlled chaos did what controlled chaos do.
yep,
We
and
beat
then
them with that speed and teamwork.
Yeah, then we had a nice 15-minute intermission there. And then came back to a triple threat. Calypto, the Gumar, Angel Orsini, and the Great Sasaki, which the Gumar picks up the win.
Match of the night.
You think so?
That was your match of the night?
That was my match of the night, yeah.
It was great. It was a phenomenal match.
And then we had Tiffany Avatar versus Mother Endless with Ursula in her corner. And then Sam Reaper and the familiar to the familiar got involved as well, with Sam Reaper bringing in the steel chair for her to use to pick up the win.
My princess didn't win, and I was upset. Like, damn you, Sam Reaper.
Tiffany Avatar, oh my god.
It'll be interesting to see where this whole Mother Endless thing goes.
Yeah.
It appears that she's building a faction.
I'm curious what the faction's name is.
I guess we're going to have to wait and see on that one. And then the main event of that show.
Oh, Tiffany, I got a good faction name. Dorkness. Man. It fits perfectly.
Yowie wowie.
but then we had a great main event with Tiffany Grady defeating Valentina Vasquez for the APP Championship.
That was a hard hitting match, man. I was torn. I didn't know who was gonna win, but Tiffany Grady, she's talked some smack over the past couple months at shows, and I wasn't a big fan of her. But then when I started rooting for Valentina, I reached out for a handshake. Another moment where I was snubbed, and I was like, you know what? I want Tiffany to win now. I thought you were the champ, like rooting for you. Nope. And then, Tiffany Grady yelled at me, and she's like, oh, now you're rooting for me?
I have most of that interaction on camera. I'm going to have to edit that.
But yeah, as always, it was another great weekend of wrestling at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy.
Well, you didn't even say that Tiffany won.
Yes, I did. I said Tiffany Grady defeated Valentina Vasquez.
Oh. Yeah, it was a great match.
Look, it looks like this is the first time for you, so enjoy catering.
You never forget your first time in
I
catering.
don't even know if that's PG.
I think we've set a new record for that today as well.
Yes.
I want to say that's like the seventh time.
Yes.
Apparently, he's eating brie back there.
It's very good. Hold on.
8.
I don't even know if that's PG.
The brick wall was blocking my fingers.
But yeah, just
I hate
real
when that happens.
Just real quick, considering we had a 2-hour interview with Johnny Kashmere this week, which was amazing.
Yeah.
Again, Johnny, thank you for coming on. It is an honor and privilege to have somebody who, in our opinion, legendary status.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a game to talk Midnight Express.
Rough day at the office, Pete.
Rough day. Yeah. This was a rough 2 hours, guys. Yeah.
But yeah, this weekend.
Where's the stogie?
But yeah, just real quick, go over the Midnight Express stuff again. Johnny Kashmere, a Dark Knight Deathmatch with the Feral Face, Gangrel versus Matt Tremont, a match I'm definitely looking forward to.
Oh yeah.
Marcus Mathers of the WWE ID program taking on Kerry Morton from
And Mark
NWA.
Angel's kid. How about that?
Yeah. 2 second-generation wrestlers.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Current
never thought.
Current Silver Skywalker champion Pat Dynamite taking on the first ever Crazy 8 winner in PWU, Jack Evans. Got Lucky's Invitational Scramble coming to Vegas.
Luck be a lady tonight.
Mara Sadi from TNA taking on Mercedes Martinez. Fatal 4-way women's match. Ruthie J, Brittany Brooks, Mia Friday, and Jasmine Allure. Also, the current PWU Legacy Champion, Joey Janela, and Effie from GCW will be there. Got Vandal 48 taking on Blackout. That's just a hell of a show. Get your tickets now if you're going to be in Vegas for that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then let's not forget this Friday.
More.
Just
There's
kicking
more.
off. Mickey Knuckles versus Angel Orsini.
In the words of Joey Styles, oh my god.
Oh my god.
And then Justified JP Grayson, current PWU World Champion, will be appearing.
Boo.
New SPO Heavyweight Champion, Billboard Billy Gold.
Yeah.
That's gold.
The lovely Angel Metro,
Woohoo.
who's also on the poster for PWU Mad Love. Sam Reaper to be appearing.
Wouldn't be Friday the 13th without the Reaper.
Bring it on,
Yeah.
Sammy.
Maybe he'll finally pick up that win.
Yeah.
Hey, if Johnny gives me a crash course, you know, maybe we're like 6 months away from Sam Reaper getting a win.
There's confidence, BJ.
Just
Oh,
flashing the
shit.
graphics up there.
Oh, I could beat him, but I would let him get the win. He deserves it.
Yeah, Jay George will be appearing. Troll Chaos, which is one of our favorite tag teams, who we're hoping to have on here very soon.
Oh,
Stay
yeah.
tuned for that news. And then the couple matches, as I just mentioned, for Mad Love. Got a ladder match for the Skywalker Championship.
Can't
Pat Dynamite and Declan
It never
Grant.
gets old seeing that shot at Declan. I got to
No.
rub that freshly shaven head. I got a lot of like hair on my hand.
Not sure if that's
Ugh.
PG.
We got the Lucky
It
Scramble
is.
happening.
Oh, what?
And the casket match between Kid Legend and the Pharaoh Face. Boy, Pharaoh Face is just being involved in a lot of tough hitting matches coming up, isn't he?
Yeah.
Let's go, Legend.
And then this Saturday, the Mickey Knuckles seminar at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy.
There you go.
Lots of good shit going on. and you know what?
That's some good shit.
Just real quick again as well, everybody, tomorrow night, I got a message during the show. It's actually premiering tomorrow night, my interview on the Captain Heel show.
Excellent.
So please go over to his YouTube channel at Captain Heel. Go check that out. It was a lot of fun. I hope everybody enjoys it. We got to talk about the school, PWU, SPO, how this channel started, and then just some general wrestling stuff. How I became a fan, stuff like that.
Mark.
How you became a fan is one thing. How did you become a mark?
Oh, that's a whole other story. You know, I definitely...
Marcus the Gingerous.
One of my favorite things to talk about is how the name Danger Ginger came into existence, which again, thank you, Phil Stamper.
President of Wrestling.
Yep, which I mentioned in that interview as well. It was a really fun interview. I hope everybody watches it and checks it out. We're
When does
working
it
on it tomorrow night.
What time?
Let me see real quick. Nope, that asked the wrong thread there. So leave it to me to hit the wrong thing, right?
Dun, 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 dun.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was the first time I was ever interviewed. So it was definitely different being on the opposite side
Yep.
Nice.
of the spectrum there when it comes to all that. There we go. 7
It's always
o'clock
nice
tomorrow night. That will be premiering.
I'm not going to watch them. Yeah.
7 o'clock. What's that? Polynesian time?
I'll be doing dishes. I can't.
Oh, whoops. Wrong one.
There you go.
You're right the first time.
But yes, just real quick as well, let's not forget March 5th, the open house at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy from 6 to 8. You can email them there to get more information. That's on the flyer there. Or just show up and see if you have what it takes to be a pro wrestler or even just to be in the business.
I might have to switch stuff around. I got to be, whether it's on the media tip or whether it's seeing if I can even run the room.
But yeah, again, from this past week, congratulations to Billboard Billy Gold on becoming the new SPO Heavyweight Champion. Looking forward to see what you do with that championship there, brother. One of our
Who's gonna
favorite
defend
people
it,
to have.
I bet.
One of our favorite people to have on this show.
Oh yeah, no. Dude's a ball of fun.
But yeah, if nobody has anything else, I think it is time to go. So everybody, be
Ring
good
that bell.
to
Let's get out of here.
everybody.
It's time for food.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
so hungry.
Yeah, everybody.
On 2.5 hours without eating.
Everybody, be good to each other, and we'll be back Sunday, 5 p.m. to be talking WWE, TNA, AEW, and all that good stuff. We'll see you then, everybody. We're ringing the bell and getting out of here.
I don't hear no bell.
It's my heavyweight champion, Big Billy Gold. You're watching BJ and DG talk wrestling, and that's gold. That's Billboard Billy Gold, and this is gold. This is Billboard BJ and DG talks gold.